We're
Still
live.
can't see Carla's face.
All right, welcome to a very late starting Chaos Chamber due to myself, but that's all right. We got a Saturday session, extra special since tomorrow's Father's Day. So happy early Father's Day to everybody out there. Looking forward to this one after the epic session last time in which you guys got through unscathed. The battle between giants, dragons, and yourselves in an enclosed space 500 leagues under the sea, or no, fathoms under the sea. What could have been disastrous, you managed to get out of. Peel away this onion a little bit. Reveal Imrith as a traitor within the court, in which some are still trying to figure out exactly what happened in this chaos. Separated the party, still managed to survive, and have gotten yourself a 10-day to figure out where the party goes from here and to get proof of what may or may not have happened. You guys have yourself in an interesting predicament. A lot of promises out there, a lot of things to do, not a lot of time to do it. Bit of a precipice, and time is not on your side. So I am interested to see where we go here. So I'm going to keep the recap short. You made it to the Maelstrom. You are about to teleport out. You basically made your way downstairs again to that teleportation circle. You initially walked down. We're going to hold there because you got a imagined in the past that, yeah, you could potentially find an artificer in Silvery Moon. Yartar is probably even more likely.
Okay.
Baller.
Good. I said it offline, but I'll say it here. Keldra, Doran, you would wanted to, before anything happened, use a few minutes here to explore the teleportation circle around you to see if you can memorize it, and then you find that it is a standard teleportation circle, perhaps with some additional spells. However, learning it, a little protection. Learning it from this side, you find that you are able to memorize it and feel confident that you can get back here accordingly. You have a couple messages too. I'm going to come back to that in a second and go to legend lore. So, Siddle, is that when you're casting it now?
Yeah, we are at a safe place, right? So I'm gonna go ahead and cast that, and let's.
I mean, you're still in the basement of this semi-trustworthy group of storm giants that at this point have let you go and given you a 10-day. Safety is questionable. Yeah, relative's a great word for it.
You know what? Let me save that, and I'll cast it once we're like camped for the night, because it's relatively late in the day, isn't it?
Well,
Yeah, you guys have killed a good amount of time here.
Okay.
Adrin, I would assume Silvery Moon would have some sort of defenses against
Adrin.
Imrith. Or, sorry, Caldrum. Sorry, I get confused with you and your brother. I'm just missing him quite a bit. I assume Silvery Moon would have some defenses against Imrith being able to come in there.
Yeah, they would.
So maybe we could go there first, if possible, and catch our breath, and then figure out where we're going next. I think we all have ideas about going to Yartar, and potentially the scene of a crime, or at least where they found the body. But let's catch our breath first and think about it.
I'm game.
Yeah. I do want to send a message to Sarissa asking where Hecaton was heading when he went, when he disappeared.
Okay. Do you want to do that before the other two, or in conjunction with, after? Just so I'm clear.
In conjunction with.
Okay. Well, which one do you want to go with first? Just to be clear.
You know what? I'll send the message to her first.
Okay. Finding out where he was going.
Uh-huh.
Now you are still just in the basement, so just to be clear, I mean, we want to send it from down below.
Yeah, I don't want to go back upstairs.
Okay, gotcha. Just want to make sure.
I mean, I know we
paging
talked
from
about.
downstairs.
I know we talked about the Columbo thing on Echo Chamber, and that would be doing the one more thing, ma'am.
I didn't get to say that during Echo Chamber. In the background, you could see me going to interrupt a few times. I wanted to say it. I wish Keldrum would do that because I'm a huge Columbo fan as well. I think that should be Keldrum's go-to is before you leave and walk out of every room. Just, there's one more thing that's bothering me.
Bothering me, exactly.
if Neri was killed and Hecaton was going to find her, why did he go alone? Anyways, okay, so you are sending that message up, and in the in a confused response, she sounds in the response to you almost a little confused that you seem to be reaching out from what you can tell, a little flabbergasted, still a little on edge and shocked about the events that just occurred, and just seems slightly off kilter at the moment. And she will tell you, my father was attempting to hunt down the small folk who killed my mother. Yet, seemed to have been fed false information that put him in peril. He was on his way to the Moonshay Isles.
Oh.
Now, for clarity, the Moonshay Isles are kind of the entirety of... They include the Corin Archipelago.
Oh yeah, they were. Holy shit.
Yeah.
So, sort of in that general direction from where you believe to be.
Moonshay Isles, also known as Ireland.
Yeah. Nice.
Okay. There were two others. Did you want to do those now, or...?
Yeah, I'll send the one to... And I forgot his name. Now that I have
Vosa?
Roll20 open. The
the
dude... The dude
Nope.
in...
You were going Harper's, right?
Yeah.
And that was... I find it in your notes before I find it in mine. Anyways, I knew you were talking about, you had the Harpers working on keeping an eye out for Dryland. As you return, track them down, see what they can find out, do a little investigation. You passed over the notes that you had found, as well as the information that you had about him. And so, I did not get a chance to prepare a response, but I will do it briefly here.
Nice.
Whispers.
Overall.
There we go.
Colbats, that's it.
Good
Yeah.
thing Griswold didn't need that.
Thank
death
you,
ward.
Colbaz.
Good thing Griswold did need what?
That death ward that I cast on him. Nobody went out.
I know. I did not think Griswold was getting out of there. I swear while I'm writing this, there's no way, especially that he did not have his ring on, or he did have his ring on heading into that thing. That still kills me. That would have been my trap of the century within this whole campaign is he leaves the ring on going into it as the supposed assassin group of the father.
You're welcome. You're welcome.
Telling you, man, saved us.
I got lucky. I got lucky.
Planning an opportunity. No worries.
Okay. So, Colbaz gets back to you. I don't think I whispered that one, but that's alright. Trying to get some things out in a rush here.
What's 2410 mean?
24 hours a day, 10 days a week.
Oh, they're not going on the... Okay, gotcha.
Yeah, they go by 10 days.
Dude, okay, so that's where we're heading then.
Yeah. Yeah, I of course let everybody know.
Yeah.
Sweet.
Alright, and then you had one more where you reach out to Volsa as well.
Yes.
Yeah, we're gonna go there. I'm just Never mind. I'll wait till we get this, and then I'll respond.
I'm,
All
I'm
right.
just
You were
concerned.
asking Vosa.
I'm just concerned before we commit to where we're going that Imirth might think that we're going there. She knows the coin was found. She knows what we're trying to do. She might head us off there. Should we
Well,
take a
she-
minute and catch our breath?
She doesn't know that we have the coin though.
It wouldn't matter if we had the
Well,
coin. She knows that the giants knew about the coin, so she can put two and two together and figure out that, hey, we'll probably head there. Do we want to just take a minute? That's all I'm asking.
I mean, we
Where do you propose we go if we take a minute?
silver
Aye, Silver
to do a
Moon.
little research. I mean, if we're gonna spend a little bit of time at Silver Moon, cool.
The rest of the evening is all I'm saying. Let's go there. Spend the rest of the evening in Silver Moon. It's already pretty late, and we can regroup, and then whatever we find out, then we can go to Yartar.
I'm, Yartar is a pretty decent sized city. I don't know if she would be ballsy enough to attack Yartar.
I think she
Oh,
still has time to come to fruition before she does too much attacking
Do,
as well.
Yeah.
She could also use
hey-
someone else. She doesn't necessarily need to attack us, but we're falling into her trap of knowing where we're going, but we don't know where she is or what she's doing.
You know, it might not be a bad idea at least to go to Silver Moon, rest up. When we're trying to find Lord Dryland, finding him in the middle of the day, probably not the best way about it. We might want to try to sneak up on him at night.
Hey,
Which mean-
just have a little bit. No, we're gonna have a visitor here in a minute.
Um,
Oh, so how about that weather, guys? What's
The doom approaches. No, I'm kidding. Since he doesn't specify what visitor you have, as you guys are kind of having these discussions and downstairs, feeling fairly safe in the confines of the basement of the Maelstrom, you hear a slow but loud thudding approaching. Heavy footsteps, great size and scale, clearly echoing through that lower room, coming down from the stairs from which you previously sat in. Caldrum seems calm, as he knew what was coming, and that relaxes you somewhat. And until you see an appearance, you're all a bit on edge. But there, coming down the spiral staircase, you see Vosa, who you've now seen on numerous occasions. Once who dropped off the conch, the other who semi-participated and seemed somewhat of a neutral party from what you can tell in these events. As she comes down in her towering form, you're still a bit taken aback by the massive size of these storm giants compared to others that you've seen before. This 23, 24 foot behemoth even towers above you, Grizz. You feel inconsequential in her wake. And even though she's fairly slender, there is something powerful about her. And yet the look on her face as she comes down seems to be one of a bit distraught more than anything else. Her world has been turned on end. She seems to be trying to catch up or put the pieces together. And so as she comes down, she is noticeably on edge. You see her shifting in multiple directions, keeping an eye on any available openings. Seems to be trying to somewhat take quieter steps and not make a lot of noise as she comes down and tentatively approaches your group, stopping further away than you would expect, certainly outside of the normal range of comfort. She seems to still be taking you with some degree of uncertainty and perhaps a little bit of fear or caution as she approaches. And she kind of kneels down once again as she handed you the conch previously. However, this time standing a little bit more erect and nothing in her hand. And she's going to, particularly looking at Caldrum, but keeping an eye on all of you, and her eyes continuing to shift in multiple directions, looking at all the hallways. What happened up there? There seems to be great confusion. The timing of you being here and a blue dragon arriving at the same time? Nim and Miram are attempting to convince us that you killed the original Mythiri and allowed this giant to take her place. Sarissa seems unconvinced. However, your arrival at the same time of this whole occurrence does not seem like a coincidence. Convince me. I know what I saw. Keldrum. I do know what my eyes saw. But tell me what I did not see. What transpired here?
The sisters have been working with Imra, Blue Dragon.
To what end?
Power.
They have to know that they have no shot at power. It was clear. Hecaton said if anything ever happened to him, Sarissa was in charge. Others are not fit for leadership.
If they were brave enough to take out their mother and their father, what would stop them from causing harm to their uncle and sister?
So you truly believe their deaths are at the sisters' hands?
The mother's death, yes. King Hecaton is alive. We have faith. We have on good faith from both your faith and mine that he is alive.
This was not a tale then. This was not a lie that you told him to get in good graces and save your cities. He is alive.
If you wish, I have a spell that we cannot fabricate stories or lie. And
Give me a perception check before you do that against the roll I just made.
perception or persuasion?
Oh, sorry, persuasion. Those dark keywords.
Who?
Oh, I get
With my -1. Hey,
Ooh,
not terrible.
that is a very convincing number though versus our openness currently to recognize what you're saying. You do believe the king is alive. I cannot tell you what great power that means. We are more helpless than anyone realizes here at the moment. With Hecaton alive and yet not on the throne, it is useless. It does not work. I cannot tell you how bad things may be getting currently.
Have you had any dealings with a cult called the Kraken Society?
Kraken Society, I am not aware of them. However, I have limited interaction with those your folk and the cliques that you form on the mainland. I've studied somewhat of your history. I do not know. Is that like a gang? Is that like a group of people that get together and hang out? Is this what you
kinda.
call a town?
No, not a town.
Is it not a town? Is it?
It is
Is
like
it
a
a-
group.
It's a boy band.
Yes, like traveling minstrels. Is that it?
You heard
kidding,
of
I'm
the
kidding.
fiddle in the hair.
I've heard of these traveling minstrels.
No, they
No.
are a group of humanoids. We don't know much about them though. They seem to cause some issues, and we think they're somehow tied to the disappearance of King Hecaton, and maybe even to the Queen. But we still have
This
all
is
these.
most
We
concerning.
have a lot of loose ends that we just aren't sure where
Do you-
to go from here.
You do little to persuade me that the little folk are still not involved in this in one form or another. King's Alliance, Lord's Alliance. Oh no, don't you do this. Hold on, hold on. Sorry, computer wanted to do a restart in 3 minutes. That damn IT team.
Tell me about it.
No comment.
All right, I gotta. All right. Good. No.
Let me
Oh yeah.
ask you
Okay.
this.
Good.
Let me ask you this:
Sorry. Go ahead.
are all giants of pure heart and clear morals?
Of course not. We would slaughter them if they were. But they are tough and they are strong.
Little people have the same issues.
You are very wise for your size.
I have a quick out of character question.
Yeah. Go ahead.
So, if I am in zone of truth, like, could I willingly, like, is there some way to show, like, I'm gonna tell something that I I know is a lie. I'm gonna say, like, we are in Phandalin right now, or something like that.
The pen is blue. Yeah.
Is it like
is there
liar
a-
liar style, where I just straight up it will not come out of my mouth, or do I
Yeah.
glow purple if I tell a lie?
I don't think you can
You-
lie.
Yeah, you physically can't. It's liar style.
Okay.
Yeah.
Stop breaking the law, asshole.
yeah.
There's the description.
Yeah, you physically are unable to lie, if I recall.
Okay.
You
So I suppose we
can be
could
evasive. You can get around it. You can say, Phandalin is in the same place that we are, perhaps, something to that extent, and get very very philosophical in some ways. But you can't speak a deliberate lie while in the
Okay.
radius. So yeah.
Yeah, basically, I was trying to figure out a good way to demonstrate that, like, hey, this is what this effect is, and not. Yeah, I mean, I guess we could just ask her, hey, try and tell a lie. See what happens.
Yeah, unless of course she passes, and then it's very confusing to her what you're talking
Fair.
about, because it has no effect on her whatsoever. Only you know that she can't lie.
Could
And she
we
just feels a little
warn her
tangled.
though and say, "Listen, we're about to cast a spell. Just accept it."
Yeah, but I mean, that was just if that's just throwing
Yeah.
out there a.
Yeah.
I don't think we need to do this at this point, but
Agreed.
You seem to have convinced her. She seems to be
Okay.
coming around from the initial tentativeness that she had and the fear. She now seems more open and willing, and almost an inside man for you in a lot of ways. She seems open to hear what you have to say, and generally inquisitive now, as you've given this persuasive argument.
I don't know if you're aware of what the other giant kind are doing, since the ordering seems to be a mess right now. We believe the fire
I would
giants.
ask, are you aware? It is not good from what we see.
Yeah, we have found that the fire giants are trying to amass this weapon, something Vonadod. The frost giants seem to be looking for some artifact that blankets the land in constant winter. We have, they have, seem to have stemmed the tide of the hill giants for right now. They seem to be calmed down right now. Mind you, they did this in a diplomatic way. There was some casualties, but not all of the hill giants were Most of the hill giants were saved, but so I think we have good intentions. We just want peace between both the little people and the big people.
It seems our ideals may align more closely than I realized, or any of us realized. Perhaps you're not fully aware of how critical the ordning has been for centuries to maintain that peace. The little folk are, to many of the giant clans, mere stains on the land, mere insects that currently reside in a territory that was once ours. And if my history is correct, the dragonkind feel the same. There are many that believe that your presence is only temporary on these lands and it will once again be reclaimed. The Ordning does not only monitor how we behave, it keeps those with much more, shall we say, greater intentions for expansion in check. That check and balance system is currently gone. There is no withholding. Even your friends, the Hill Giants, while perhaps currently at bay, have very short memories. I have great fear about what would happen and the number of casualties that may occur. Should the ordering not be received and not be returned soon? Without order, there is chaos, and with chaos, there is bloodshed. I do not want bloodshed.
I
Uthor wants what's best to protect the family. Sarissa is vulnerable right now. She has a good heart, but her mind is clouded. With the deaths of her family, it is tough to say which way that coin will fall. Hekaton was able to rule with an iron fist and maintain that order, and it was Neri that persuaded him to maintain a peace with the little folk. That they were good, that they were kind. She believed that you were more significant than you were given credit for. She was his guiding hand. I worry even him these days and how he will take it, how he will react. Whether it be the Lord's Alliance, the Kraken Society, or whatever other traveling minstrels you say may have been involved. My fear is the die is now cast. But I will do what I can from the inside. You have my word. Be aware that this teleportation circle will take you wherever you need to go. It is perhaps different from that which you know. It is not tied to any individual set. It requires a binding to arrive here, whether through the conch or previous visit. However, it is open, traveling the other direction. You may go wherever you need.
Oh. Archpigeons. Yeah.
I wish I could be more help. I can tell you only this. Neri's body, once found and reclaimed from the Koran archipelago, had many small wounds, unlike that which any giant could even intentionally provide. Some small folk had to be at hand. Her body was found on the beach, left with only that coin nearby by mistake, and many small footprints. We scoured the area but found no other clues. There were some locals, there were many travelers, many seafarers passed through that way. We were not able to get to the bottom of it. Hekaton was preparing to go on a bit of a rampage. He left to see what more he could track down, and that was the last he was seen. We assumed his body was in some way removed, destroyed. But perhaps, if what you say is true, he is still out there somewhere. I do not know why he has not returned. I do not know why he hasn't fought. But whatever I can do to provide answers, I will do so. But I do
I'm not
think I
gonna.
can keep them at bay for long. Please.
I'm not gonna sugarcoat this. I agree. I do believe little folk did do this, but not under the guise of all the little folk. Much like He kind of glances up the stairs. The sisters of royalty being duped by a blue dragon. I believe also the little people have been duped by this same blue dragon.
Dragons are vile creatures, and they should be wiped out. However, I fear what another battle. I fear what another war with dragons would do to you as well. Your kind would be mere collateral damage. This is a precipice. I see few ways off this cliff. I hope you know better. I trust in your tiny wisdom, little men and woman.
Baby poke.
And want to be giant. And she doesn't say the last part, but she will turn to you and just kind of give you a. You
Well,
are of giant blood. You are giant kin. Know that we honor that. She'll give you a little nod.
I'm
Hey,
gonna
Chris, you
whisper
should
to-
show her that ring that you have. Oh, wait.
I'm gonna whisper to Griswold, you guys would make pretty babies.
Oh, ring? I love little folk jewelry.
Well, I'm just gonna go off this way. I'm gonna accidentally step in the teleportation circle and like just go. I'm gonna nod to her and
Did he say Diagon Alley?
Yeah.
Where's Diagon Alley?
Diagonally.
Diagonally. I got it.
As she kind of stands.
Grizz, I
told him
didn't think
I
you could
was-
blush like that.
oh shucks.
I can only be gone for so much longer. I told him I was going to feed the whales, as well as pay respects to the body of their mother in this event.
I am so
only have a
using
few
that
more
next
minutes.
time I have to go to the bathroom. I'm going to feed the whales.
You're going to feed the whales.
Can I be of any other service to you before I must leave? She's kind of starting to dart around a little bit. She's getting a little nervous.
I'll look around the rest of the group.
Do we still have Rarity's telepathic bond up?
I don't.
An hour,
you.
probably not.
Yeah.
No.
How long does that last?
I
Is that
thought
the
it
1 hour?
lasted 8 hours.
I thought
No.
so too, but then I thought it was 1 hour.
No,
Okay.
I thought it was 8 hours to start with. I don't know what I was looking at, but
I know. Wait,
It-
am I thinking of 1 hour? Yeah, it's definitely past at this point.
I will step forward and say, is there any way that we could see the body of the mother?
Oh, you beat me to it. Yep.
Yeah, but I can't do it right now.
It doesn't have to be right now. It just, we're trying to figure out what happened to her and maybe help us in our investigation.
I can take you to the tomb if you'd like. It is currently sealed in a sarcophagus, but it is available for all bodies of nobility are maintained in the memorial.
I think it's gonna
So maybe not right now, but Caldrum, if it comes to that, maybe you could send her a message and we could meet back here and,
Yeah,
and go
definitely.
that direction.
I like that idea.
This can be done. The body will remain preserved.
Guys, have any other questions?
That's
Guess it's glancing around, starts getting a little shifty, a little worried.
You want to ask him if they have any rooms or anything that we could just chill here?
I mean, I'm sure I can convince him of that, but there's a few other fire giants and stuff upstairs. I ain't taking that chance.
No.
I mean, they did have rooms down there that you already saw, and the sisters offered you the rooms at one point, the guest
Yeah.
chambers. So you have them
Yeah.
available to you.
Yeah, no, they will kill us.
Is there any way we could stay without the sisters knowing that we stayed?
I can attempt to hide you within Maelstrom. I believe it may be possible. The chaos that currently is erupted around perhaps would hide your presence for a time. I believe they would recognize if I told them that I saw you off. They would believe me. They have no reason to not trust me.
I'll let you guys decide from that, but I just wanted to make sure we kept our options open.
Nah, let's get out of here.
I don't. We appreciate that, Vosa, but you potentially losing the trust of others at this point might not be the best. But what we would ask, we definitely would want to take you up on the offer at some point to see the body. We have some other things that we could look at, but potentially looking at the body might help us find a few other strings to this. Hopefully that won't be too much of a burden if we ask you at a later point.
Do I get the feeling that she is forthright with her thinking that she could get us or hide us, and she'd be willing to lie to royalty to do so, and that she can and will take us to the Queen's body?
Give me an insight check.
Sorry, I forgot to take advantage off, so 20.
Okay.
Is there a Mr. Griswold?
You find her partially difficult to read. However, you've interacted with many over the years and in your travels. You've gotten used to know who to trust, who does not. And from what you can tell, reading her eyes, her body movement, her intent, she seems, by the end of this conversation, willing to not betray her own kind, but to do what needs to be done to help you and to assist to get to the truth. She seems more neutral than perhaps you gave her credit for, and more focused on the moral high ground rather than a loyalty towards any individual person. And so your initial read is that she would, in fact, as she tells you she could take you to the body, take you there, and that she would do her best to hide you, and you recognize some uncertainty as to whether she could, but that she would certainly try.
I like her already.
As much as I appreciate the offer,
She'd
I
split
think
you in half.
Oh, yeah.
I think
I just dive right in.
I think tempting the trust are. I mean, we're already walking on eggshells, but that would also, if we got caught or whatever, that would not look good on you. I don't think we that would be counterproductive to what we're doing right now.
I understand.
But
We can
I
make
do like the
arrangements
idea.
sometime in the future.
Yeah, I do like that idea. Of,
You have the conchs available to you. I shall leave them with you as needed.
I
I
lean
would
over to
be
Warwick and
cautious in
say,
your return.
like a hot dog down the hallway, if you know what I'm saying.
I'm just moving my fingers at this point. Putting on my imaginary goggles, I'm ready to roll. I'm ready
like a
to dive
bucket,
in.
like a bucket of water.
Fuck yeah.
Sorry.
I'm all good.
Vosa, if I imagine that we would want to return, maybe more than once. If we do, should we reach out to you, or should we reach out to Sarissa? We certainly don't want to cause any issue, and don't want to startle anyone by our presence.
Gris, just ask for a number already. Jeez.
You see Griswold like smack Warwick like, I'm getting there.
The proper channels are to reach the Sarissa.
Okay.
However, should you need the wheels greased, you let me know.
Oh, you're fucking right, he does. Yeah, he does.
That's not all he needs greased.
She wink at me at all when she said that? Because Griswold's blushing a
He
little
makes
bit.
it sound
She stared at you with the intensity and the seriousness of a clam. There was no emotion there. You had her attention, and that was that.
So you're saying there's a chance.
You can
I'm saying there's a chance. I'm saying you're not getting any read out of it. You can give a
Rusty.
little insight check if you want. If you want to give a little insight
What?
check, Grizz.
I
If she's
100%.
into you.
I will assist on this because I am genuinely curious. Go for it. Yes. 100% go for that advantage.
Well, that's at the G, and Rusty 100% on that
Go.
one.
Go ahead, roll with advantage. Yeah. That's
I
the
want
look you're
that.
giving her, and nah, she's not doing that. Grizz.
With a knife, it's like butter. Oh my god.
You know, Grizz, right off the bat, you feel that maybe you're misinterpreting signals, and she might not even play for that team.
Yes.
You're struggling to tell. You're not getting a great feel here.
You can convert her, Grizz.
It's conflicting messages with a 10, and then moments you think she's extremely interested, and then you think, nope, she's celibate. There's no interest here at all. So you're all over the place.
I feel like he likes it either way. He's like, I can take that away from her. It's fine. I'm good with it.
She's gonna be a stage 5 clinger for sure. Go ahead, Calvin. Should be a stage
can I
5
get a-
clinger for sure.
Can I get a? I don't know. I guess maybe insight. I don't know if it's insight, but like what her position of the court is. Like, does she seem to be a spiritual leader, just a bodyguard?
She
advisor.
seems to be more of a handmaid
Okay.
to Sarissa than anything else. However, in this particular culture, and I say this without even the insight, you've noticed this thus far, based on the way she was introduced, based on the way she has taken on roles and been present. She seems to be a highly valued handmaid, perhaps of some degree of nobility herself. It's almost a handmaid / personal assistant / valued consultant of Sarissa specifically. She seems to have, while the presence of Mithiri or Imrith seem to be more general as a almost a philosophical or religious consultant, Volsa has given you the impression far more specifically directed towards Sarissa as a personal relationship.
I don't want to keep you too long. And I think we might have a plan of action. Yeah, just keep your best to keep Sarissa positive about what the Phandalin Phive wish to accomplish.
I shall do my best to limit the impact from the sisters, Nimamir and
Yeah,
Kendi. Shall I say persistent when they want to be. I can tell you
Annoying.
that you will have no buffer to that 10-day. Sarissa is a woman of her word. I do not like to think what may happen should that deadline pass.
It's gonna be hard, folks.
All right,
Heard-
I must
I
go
heard-
feed Nim's
Her
whale.
child's nice this time of year.
My favorite now. Definitely my
Go.
favorite.
I do wish you well. Best of luck. I'll give you a little nod, and
What?
she's gonna take
By,
off.
by the way,
One more thing.
She glances over her shoulder.
one more thing. One more thing. Where exactly was the queen's body found?
He was found on the beach. He enjoyed walking the beach, consulting, and just generally conversing with various small folk that she'd met, learning about your culture, your type, your kind, your stories.
Was
In
there-
various beaches
was-
at different times.
Was there a little folk town nearby that you might know of?
I believe there were. Oh, I do not know how you differentiate between your towns versus your cities versus your other references. There were various houses kind of spread out. It was not a concentration like your Waterdeep would see, or even some of your smaller. I'm familiar with Thornhold. It was more various with more spaces between the houses throughout. It seemed to be much less developed than perhaps some of the other areas, more remote than that. So I would not say
Gee,
it was one of your cities.
what I'm trying to get at is,
Yeah.
do we know exactly, or do we have a very good idea of where her body was found? Like which island of these are Peggio Islands, or is it one of those we're gonna go island hopping here, folks?
No. I'll give you that she does, in this particular case, send you to one of the largest islands. Oh, sorry, let me get you the right spot here. Here,
Okay, right.
in which
Okay.
you know that it is more developed than most. However, you also are give me a history check here. With advantage, I'll assume someone's going to help you.
I'll help you for sure.
Oh, sorry, with advantage, right?
Yep.
I'll take that 22.
So you're vaguely aware of these islands and the specifics of them. Further south, there's more developed cities, cultures, regions, etc. To the north, they are far more undeveloped, and each island is, while not private, tends to have some degree of collection of similar mindsets. However, what those mindsets are generally nefarious in means. Typically heavy sailing culture, sailors passing through either ports of less reputable status, spread out tribes of various types, and far fewer developed cities of any type. So you know in general of each of the major islands there that there's a lot of trade of non-legality that does tend to pass through there as a stopping point along the way.
This has got
And that
Nasana
northernmost
written
island.
all over it, gents.
You're not highly familiar with that particular island with the 22. However, you do know that there are numerous group societies, guilds that control most of those larger northern islands as strong points of middle ground or transport between further areas to the south. And it's also just far enough away as well from both sides to kind of be patrolled lightly and difficult to cover ground.
Okay. So, if we use this teleportation circle to try to find the scene of the, we'd have a decent chance of ending up where we need to be.
You would very likely end up where you need to be.
All right, cool.
Getting away from there would be more interesting, although you have teleportation circles, so I would say that it's not a major issue there.
Cool. Oh, wow. I just had a cool thought. We can go anywhere, whenever we want. Teleport back to here.
So,
Go somewhere else.
so wait, this teleportation circle, you can teleport anywhere, even whether it has a teleportation circle or not?
Right. It
Uh,
works as
I
the
thought it
teleport.
just
appears she has
connects
given you a. So arrival is only tied not to teleportation circles, but to the conchs or knowledge and pre-preparedness. However, based on what she has told you, it seems that there is a openness to this particular teleportation circle elsewhere.
Shit.
Almost
Yeah.
a straight teleport spell away from here.
Oh,
Nice.
shit.
Sweet. Okay. I think I'm done. I put my little notebook away. Spiral notebook.
We're doing this good cop, bad cop, right? I take out the giant slayer. Tell us what you know. No, I'm just kidding.
Yet.
Well, there goes that campaign, boys. We start the next campaign.
Yeah, kind of use teleport as your guideline here. It's a destination that must be known to you. It must be in the same plane. Your familiarity with the destination determines whether you arrive there successfully. So there is perhaps some degree of uncertainty. The level of familiarity will determine your odds of reaching it.
But since Vosa is aware of the beach, she could go with us to take us there, and we would guarantee to be in the correct spot, and then she could then use the conch to come back.
That's a good idea.
Yeah, she could potentially join you, or she may be able to direct that. But she is also already under a bit of time crunch
not right now. Yeah, not right
but
now.
yes.
Not right now.
Yes, theoretically, she would be very familiar with that area, based on what she tells you that they've done multiple visits to that location to scout.
Okay. I was
I
just
mean,
trying
think
to
that
understand.
their queen was killed. They've already done numerous visits there to visit the scene of the crime, so she knows it very well.
Awesome.
Is someone trimming their nails?
Interesting.
Evan's trimming his toenails.
I did actually. Because
I could tell. I could tell
did.
by his position.
I was. Yeah.
That's what I heard it, and I thought I saw him down there. I'm like, what the
I
hell?
wasn't gonna call him out, but I could definitely tell by
I totally was. I totally
I
was.
wasn't looking. I just heard it. I'm gonna say
at least
Griswold's doing the same thing.
I love
While
it.
You guys are
I-
having this conversation. Griswold's just down there with his knife. Just
That's the only thing that would have made that better, Evan, is if you were chewing on your fucking toenails.
I
And
don't know
also
if I can
quite
reach my-
impressive.
I was gonna say I don't know if I can do that. Here, I'll mute myself.
No, you're
Oh,
good.
no,
You're
no.
good.
It's already been exposed. It's happened.
Yeah, it's already done.
It's there.
Hold on a sec.
Oh shit! He just knocked his camera over.
Oh my god.
I'll put my foot right by the mic.
Oh my gosh. Well, we're gonna get a whole different set of viewers now.
Hey.
It'll uptick in different ways.
Maybe we can get Foot Finder to be a sponsor.
Yeah.
There
I
you
didn't know
go.
This was an OnlyFans, but all right.
Goliath feet.
Shit.
Anyways, I digress.
So she goes. We're all done. So she goes back up the stairs.
Yeah, she seems to have a little of urgency now that she needs to go.
Okay. Thank you. I say that in giant.
Good. And she pauses momentarily, and you get a little smirk out of her. A little coy smile, less than a smirk.
I'll look at her and be like, I taught him that in giant.
And once again, the two begin fighting over the woman.
I wasn't trying to get the woman. I was genuinely just saying thank you.
Goes all the way back to Lineen. We continue.
Yeah. Yep.
He did that stare and drive thing, didn't he? Yeah, I told him that. You're welcome. So, are we going to Silver the Moon or Yotar? What shall it be?
I think we go to the beach.
Yep.
We're here.
Jump straight in.
We can hit Yartar and Silver Moon anytime.
Don't know if we're
Now
going
we
to
can
get
hit this
there.
beach anytime as well.
Yeah, I mean, yes and no. Yeah, it's a little.
I trust you, Caldrum. I trust your judgment. Let's go.
Well,
We
what's
don't
everybody
know if
else think?
We don't know if we're going to get to this location. I think we would need someone that's been there. The Corin Archipelago, whatever. This Griswold stumbles over that. Is big. We might get shut out in the ocean. If there's a guarantee we can get there, sure, but it seems like a gamble in my mind. Unless we have Vosa or someone else. At least guide us there.
We do have water breathing. at least. I'm just.
Yeah, that's true. I don't want to swim 100 miles though.
I think
Plus.
you're muted there, Keegs.
Keegan, you're muted.
You're talking, but
Whoops. I
Hey,
see your lips moving, but nothing's coming out.
Keegan, you're muted.
Hey, am I muted? Hey,
Hey, Keegan, you're muted.
I think they've probably done enough looking around on the beach at the moment. I think going to Lord Dryland is best bet. I mean, we know the coin is his. We know the coin has everything to do with his little boat. He's back in Yartar. Who knows how long he's going to be in Yartar? And if he had anything to do with Imarith, she may be contacting him now and telling him to get the fuck out. You know? I don't know. I'm just worried about him escaping us again, and I think that's our best lead at the moment. And with a limited amount of time, because realistically, if we go to Lord Dryland and get a little bit out of him and don't feel like it's going too much, we can always TP back here and then TP right to the island.
Okay.
Right?
I agree.
I think.
And Keldrum, that'll give you time to do your speak with dead or however, whatever you do.
That's the
Wow,
point.
you
Yeah,
guys would
that's
be
the
like
point.
If we
fucking weird about it.
if we do come back here, then
Yeah, we can two birds, one stone thing. Yeah.
so again, Silvery Moon or Yartar. Ambrook, I know you were hesitant on going right to Yartar, but do we just do Silvery Moon?
Yeah,
rest
you know
up
what?
and
I
then-
I kind of like the Silvery Moon idea. Now you say that. If we go directly to Yartar, we need to rest. That might cause him to, if he finds out that we're back in town, that might cause him to go hiding again.
Yeah.
Can you ask your friends Keldrum to send you a message if there's any chance of him if they see him leaving? I don't know what we could do to stop him at this point if he leaves in the middle of the night, but
Yeah, I can. I think. Can I? Oh yeah.
What,
And then-
don't
and then
don't
my-
we have
well-
some clout with the water baron there? Maybe they could just take him in, arrest him,
extra.
so to speak. Just temporarily. Let's spend the night in Silvery Moon, ask her to arrest, and then we'll talk to him in the morning. That way there's no chance of him leaving, and we get the night's rest in a safe place.
Is Nestra part of the? Hold on. Was Yartar has Harper's, but the Lord's Alliance was a smaller outfit in Yartar, if I recall.
Yeah, I don't believe Yartar was actually. Let me double check.
I didn't think. I remember.
They have an outpost there, but they do not have a. It's not actually part of the alliance.
Okay. All right. Never mind.
So,
Oh no, I take that back. Yartar was a member of the Lord's Alliance, and they have an outpost there. Sorry, thank you.
Oh.
Do we know
I
for certain that we can trust the Lord's Alliance, though?
thought we had it on good. Well, maybe we travel to Silvery Moon and.
I think the same faith that told us that Hekatan's still alive told us that we could trust them.
Yeah.
That's right. Okay.
Maybe we head to Silvery Moon before we continue this discussion. Just if you catch my drift.
Yeah. No, I think that's a good idea.
Then off to Silvery Moon it is. Keldrum, since this will teleport us anywhere, do we teleport back to your
Well, we can teleport to like right outside of the city. We can't teleport into the city, but yeah.
All right. Let's do that then. Right outside.
Like right where the mythical ends.
Yeah,
Okay.
right in front of a group of guards. That way we scare the shit out of them.
Yep.
I mean,
And we're all obviously gonna talk and pick the same point. So Garrett doesn't like literally spread us around the city like some kind of.
I think it's whoever's casting, right? It's not like we each
Exactly. Yeah,
individually
you guys would
the
travel as a
circle.
group.
Okay. Okay.
It still takes
Unless
a cast.
something else interferes and would send you away. I mean, it would take some type of trick or trap or prearranged situation that may send you into different locations.
So just
Follow
for
me.
just for clarification,
Follow me.
G,
I know the way.
like someone like Grizz or Amrook, we can't really do much with this teleportation circle. It has to be someone who knows how to use teleport, right? But we could
Correct.
use the conch to come here.
Yes.
Got it.
Yeah, I
Exactly.
think definitely keeping the conchs just in case me and Siddle cannot, for some reason.
So we have
Teleport.
3 conchs now. Cool.
I think we have 4, don't we?
We have 2 from the one from the stone
You got one from the
giants,
stone
and then-
giants,
and then, we
and then
had
you were
2
given 2 from Barbosa whenever you first arrived. You got 3.
Okay.
How many can we get?
Collect them all.
I already told you, I'm putting one on a necklace and wearing it like Flavor Flav.
I'm in.
That's awesome.
Fucking
A
Okay,
set of
Kelvin.
8 is going for really big on eBay right now.
We're talking about like
That's a
100,000
scam.
gold
Trust me, I
pieces?
know.
fucked up. Fucked up.
Keldrum, lead
Uh,
the way, please.
Yeah, I mean, you're seeing a couple 100,000 platinum pieces right now, sold by someone called Mordai's Misfits.
Oh, I like it.
We need to find them right now.
All right, so you guys are going to Silvery Moon, head to just outside the Mythal.
Mhm.
Okay.
Yep.
With that, you step in. The room is now yours, and as you head into the teleportation circle, the familiar pool takes you, shoots you out, and you arrive at the now familiar city of Silvery Moon. That is off in the distance. You can just see its peak as you feel quite comfortable with where you're at. You kind of chose a spot right where you've traveled in and out a lot, in between you and the cabin, and so you know your way into the city, as do most of you at this point.
Lanterns
what
lit.
time
Do
is
we
it?
see anything?
Yes, you see
Any
a decent amount of space
scrying or-
around you. Oh, no. No, you do not seem to have any scrying on you at this exact moment.
Okay.
What time is it? Just I know you said it was late, but just for
Yeah, it's now past dusk as you teleport in, so it is dark. But I would say about 10 o'clock at night or so, pre midnight, but like later.
should we just find a place to sleep and
Yeah, before we go to bed though, I'm gonna do legend lore.
okay?
Okay.
Um,
And
so I guess we'll
I
just
am
find a place.
I am going to cast sending, just to say to Kobaz, just to say keep an eye, a steady eye, constant eye on Dryland this evening and into the day.
We know if there's any Keldrum. Are there any Silver Moon has the Lord's Alliance. They're part of that, right? Right,
A
Keldrum?
little bit. They're more Harper territory.
You know if there's a representative from the Lord's Alliance in Silver Moon, like a
You would recognize that there is a small
it's a small outpost still.
small
Okay.
office, small outpost. It is a little bit of a conflict there, but they're not
Okay.
crazy about the Lord's Alliance here. But there is a small outpost.
Okay.
I assume all shops are closed, right?
At this point, yeah, it's mostly taverns and inns that are open.
I'm gonna kick open the armorer and be like, "Fuck you!"
Yeah,
I'm selling some.
I do
kidding.
just want to take Althea and her bow to the artificer in the morning before we go. I'll let the party know
Okay.
that.
I'll come with you because I have a question about a bead here, but it'll
Split
be
the
a
party.
quick-
Maybe someone else can go look information up about. Oh, we're doing. Never mind. I forgot about Legend Lore.
Split the party. Oh yeah, so Legend Lore. Let me come back to that. Let me read it really quick here. You threw it out earlier. So you're throwing out Imrith as the person, right?
Yep.
Do you have to pick something specific with Legend Lore, like that you're looking up about a person, or how's that work?
I don't think so.
Name or describe a person, place, or object. Spell brings to your mind brief summary of the significant lore about the thing you named.
Yeah, so basically it tells you something that you don't already know. A brief summary of it, current tale, forgotten story, secret lore that has never been widely known. And if you already know a lot, it gives you more precise and detailed information. But it is brief, so it's not like a full recap. Um, so with that said, as you cast it, you're already familiar with generally with Imrith. A few things do come to mind, and it almost again just settles into your consciousness as though you've recently read a book about it, and you're now recalling the information that you've picked up. You're familiarity with Imrith drastically increases. Uh, you recognize her as a dragon that has been around for well over 900 years. Stories appear at various points throughout history. She has, in some many ways, baffled and confused historians, from what you can recall. There seems to be some conflicting text. However, the curiosity of her seems to ride above in all other. She has long challenged and fought at a higher level than than perhaps she is capable of. Her ambition has outpaced her abilities in many ways, and yet she continues to come out on top. She has long conquered the Anarok Desert as her own, primarily due to the number of magic items that have historically belonged there and the limited amount of searching that has been done. And therefore, it is well believed that the hoard of magical items that she has acquired and collected is one of the greatest that currently exist anywhere in the north, and perhaps anywhere in a known realm. And so her tool set is great. She is most well known, which you already kind of know, for her ability to, in some form or another, occupy inanimate objects, particularly those of humanoid or in any type of appearance of realism. And so basically, she is known as the dragon of statues. She is able to bring those statues almost to a gargoyle like life, and use them and fight through them,
Much like the ones we
and
fought.
create an army around them. Perhaps much like the ones you fought. And so the dragon of statues was a nickname for hers at one time or another. And her curiosity tends to be strong. You also recognize that she has a very strong bloodline. She actually descends from a very powerful dragon sorcerer, who once battled the giants during the Thousand-Year War, and so it is a near descendant of hers that is still very near and dear to her. This hatred of giants and this loss that was taken during the Thousand-Year War, and so it seems that throughout history, she has been particularly vigilant in her attempts to disrupt the kingdoms of giants in any and all forms along the way.
There's your motive.
Yeah,
Yep.
thank you. That's what I was looking for.
And let me see if you got anything else from Legend lore here that would make sense.
So basically, she's trying to wipe them out by having them wipe each other out.
Yep.
Mm-hmm.
Pretty much. Seems like it.
Yeah, that'd be most of what you get. I would say the only other thing that comes to mind that kind of counters what you know and doesn't quite add up is that she has been known to, in her age, become far more perhaps whimsical and carefree, and a little more caught up in the exaltation of wielding magic items, and enjoying what she does. She seems to take pleasure in her terror, the effects of her terror.
My kind of woman.
Gee, as we're sitting as we're sitting around, I'm assuming at this point we're in the inn somewhere. I kind of get lost in my drink, and I'm replaying the scenario in my head of what happened. Do I get a sense that the sisters were acting under their own accord, or did they seem to be charmed in a way?
I thought we did some check on that at the
I can't
time.
remember.
Yeah, I
But-
did. I asked,
You did?
and you told
Okay.
me it wasn't a magical charm, but more of a charismatic charm, I believe.
Okay.
Yeah,
Thumbs up.
they seem to be caught up in the in the charisma of the moment, and perhaps become faithful followers of this uh, charismatic being. However, there certainly does not seem to be any vaguity within the eyes that would indicate any form of charm effect that was that they're not in control of their own actions. Within their eyes, you certainly see you saw a disdain for the current situation within their family, perhaps. But there was definitely a recollection and an awareness.
Are,
That's
are
the word
we
I'm looking for.
are we staying at that inn with the acorn ale?
Yes.
Fuck it, I'm getting
Yes.
drunk again. Let's do this. I pull Reed aside, and we're pounding him.
And
You're
Reed
saying I
is
should-
all in.
So you're saying I should prepare lesser restoration?
I mean,
Probably.
I'll leave that up to you. I'm okay with paying the price. That's all I'll say.
Reed's just gonna lean over and say, "I have already opened a tab and told them to keep the acorn ale flowing. We don't need to stop."
I like it. Perhaps we'll get the band going as well. And is there a band or anything tonight?
So as you entered, there was this little low key minstrel group. They were just playing some quieter music. Nothing upbeat. It's middle of the week, kind of a work week with everybody. Not too crazy of a vicinity, and so they weren't getting too crazy. As you guys came in and start creating some ruckus, the pace of the music picks up, and each progressive song seems to have a little bit more energy behind it.
Like it.
They seem to be reading the energy in the room as you two bring your large personas here, and as the legend of the Phandalin Phive is also captured. I mean, it is certainly it's almost like Taylor Swift came to town. Now that they know that you're in Silvery Moon again, there's a lot of people starting to make their way to this place. Rumor seems to be spreading throughout the town. The fandom is growing here as they do so, and while initially you just had the locals, now you've got a lot of people that don't seem to belong here that are kind of milking their drink, but are here to be in your presence more than anything else. They seem a little intimidated and a little in awe, but a little excited at the same time. And with that, even though you guys open a tab, the acorn ale seems to be flowing. You guys actually have at any given time about 4 glasses queued up that people have bought you along the way. Your table is just full of drinks ready to be drank.
I'm definitely challenging Grizz to a drinking contest, and we are drinking our butts off, and we're probably going to end up on stage dancing again before the end of the night.
Griswold will. I'm going to have I'm just going to have one, and then I'm.
Oh,
going
come on,
to-
Grizz. Come on. You can do this. I want to slap you on the back and cast Enhanced Ability.
Oh.
Constitution.
Fuck yeah.
You
You
guys
each,
think-
I just jump in there, and I line up about 6 tankards for each of us, and we're going to see who can get to the end first.
Hold, time out. Are they all the same size? Or are you giving me Griswold size, or like?
You
what-
size is
just-
proportional.
Okay.
Yeah, they've already pulled out some significant mugs here. You can tell they're not actually large mugs. They seem to be small barrels they had in the back for perhaps like keeping sugar and stuff. They've dumped them all out and used them for you here specifically. They are laying down the red carpet for you guys.
Reed wants in on it. I line him up another 6. Anybody else in on this?
I had Frank right for a week because I summoned Frank before we went to Maelstrom.
We did not have Frank in Maelstrom.
Well, I know the character wasn't there, but I think that was. I'm pretty sure I had Frank before we.
You
went.
did intend. You did tell me you summoned Frank. I did not have the character. That was on me.
Which is fine. There's that's totally
And
fine.
so Frank has teleported with you, I should say.
Frank's just gonna keep an eye out. Frank's just gonna.
Well, full disclosure. I'm not trying to fuck with you. I just want to drink.
Oh no, not you. Frank's just gonna keep an eye. That's all.
Is anyone going to try to feed Frank some alcohol? Because some of the locals are. They got a bowl out for him, and they're pouring some in there for him.
Does anybody else want to join this drinking contest? We'll line them up and
Who else
go.
is in?
I'm not drinking,
uh,
doing the drinking contest, but I'll drink.
Althea's in. I line her up 6.
All right. A table of some female tieflings send over a round of fire whiskey for the table as well, as they kind of give you guys a little hand wave, a little bashfully.
I'll save my fire whiskey for after. Let's do this.
All right.
All right.
You guys drinking contest?
Yeah.
Okay.
So here it is. We got to go through all 6. First one to finish and not throw up wins.
I have advantage on con checks, so whatever.
So do I.
Thank you, Caldrum. How the fuck do you have advantage on con checks?
Dwarf.
You're a dick. You're a dick. All right, let's do this.
Reed doesn't though. Fuck him.
No.
Yeah, fuck him.
All right. Here's what we're going with then. Let's.
Is this a saving throw?
Yeah, it's a
I'm trying to get the
I'm
speed
standing-
aspect of this thing here.
I'm standing 12 feet away from. I'm standing 12 feet away from Amrook if it's a saving throw.
You know what we're gonna do? We're gonna do this. You're gonna give me. Yeah, we're gonna go straight Dex for the speed, and Con for your ability to hold it down.
What the?
We're mixing this up.
I like it.
Alright,
I like it.
Dex.
Althea's now in. You said Dex. Althea's in. I already got her 6 lined up. Let's go.
That was
Oh my
awesome.
god, he's doing
What
helium. That is amazing.
Where's
What
we
was
got
that
Elvin
voice?
here?
Oops.
Can you sing Christmas time is here?
She sounds
Hey,
normal
bro.
to me. Wait, it's me?
Screwed on
Oh,
contest.
you.
that's not you, Carl.
Oh, okay. I think my Discord's messed up. It's all right. Just let's keep going. I turned into a gnome.
I thought you were Evans for a second.
This is amazing. Amrook, as they're kind of getting all excited about things, grabs one of the balloons that they've had up in the room and just inhales this thing as he's challenging you guys to the drinking contest. Keep things in story. So,
I just did a little
Once they get
cocaine. I
started-
just did a little bump. Let's do this. I'm ready.
that second balloon of helium coming. All right, so
whenever
you
it's
got
a-
6 of them lined up. Here's what I want everyone to do. I want you to give me a Dex check and then a Con saving throw, and I want you to do 3 of them in a row.
All right.
Dex
Do
check,
you want?
Con saving throw for anyone in this drinking contest here.
Are we all doing one and then we'll run through the other, or it looks
Oh.
like people are just going?
I was just gonna do I would have everyone just to roll through.
Too many constitutions.
We'll
All right.
cover it one at a time, but we're done. Who's ever in the drinking contest here, we're throwing it out there, and I'll get Reed here.
All right, cool.
Yeah, I'm definitely.
Dex,
screwed
3
on
Dex,
the,
3
definitely
con
screwed on
saves.
that.
My dex is horrible, but yet I did better roll for that.
Wait, what was that, Amrook?
3 Dex and 3 con saves, correct?
Oh, he's back with voice. The some of the little healing on him, the helium's gone.
As they get started in this contest, Warwick's gonna. I'm gonna be sitting back in a chair just watching, and then I'm gonna wait until they get really into this, 3-4 drinks in, and I'm going to sip on the one drink that I have. I'm gonna get up and I'm gonna walk out of. I'm gonna walk out of the tavern, and I'm just gonna sit on a bench, probably like right outside, so I can still listen to what's going on. I'm gonna cast Sending, and it's gonna be. I'm gonna use a 4th level because I have no third levels left, and I'm gonna cast a little message to Big Al. I'm just gonna sit down and think. for a little bit.
All right, and go ahead and send over the message whenever you get a chance. So Grizz, and yeah, definitely made a big mistake here. And that was your other decks here, Grizz
I'm right.
6.
Yeah, if you give me a sec, I was going to write them down, and I could give you the comparison if you want.
No worries, I've almost got it here too. So you get advantage on cons, you said.
Yeah, I do.
All right, Althea, are you in this drinking contest then? You said you're drinking, but then you rolled for it. You were all in.
As soon as you said Dex, she's like, fuck these guys, I'm gonna beat them. She jumped over and she started slamming them down.
Yeah, and my constitution sucks, and I did better in that than I did my dex.
What was the fourth constitution you had there?
That was an accident.
Okay.
I was over-rolling, I got excited. Comics.
I like it.
All right. Emerald, do I got your decks in here?
Yeah, I rolled my 3 decks in a row and then my 3 cons.
Oh, there they are. Sorry. All right, so first wave rips through here. As you guys, yeah, so you got advantage too. So 23, 13. Poor Reed does not. You guys are killing him. So right off the bat, Reed, without any incident, just houses it, opens the throat, puts it down, no problem. He basically has the entire thing down while you guys are struggling to, Amrook, you're second to finish here with Grizz right behind you. Althea, you're sipping it a little bit. And for the most part, goes down like butter. You guys feel good. Reed gives a little burp and seems to have a little shake, a little jitters. All good. Second round, Reed, again, open the throat. He has no hesitation. Pounds that second sucker. Gone. He's already starting the second one before you guys are even getting going on yours. And you're still finishing out the first one. Althea this time did a little bit of catch-up. She was sipping on the first one, catching up. Grizz ripping through it as well. Amrook, you got a little burps on that first. After a little hiccups, you took it down too fast. You're a hair slow on that second one, man. You fall behind a little bit. You're struggling. The glass slips. You're taken aback by it. Reed already taking a lead on you, and Reed seems to struggle a little bit grabbing that third glass. Just missing a hair, but he's already tearing, and he's so confident at this point that he starts sipping the third one, just taunting each of you, which throws off Grizz. And Grizz, you kind of match his pace as you're watching him, wondering why he's doing this. You're a little taken aback by this. You've already felt confident. You took out Amrook. Amrook, you try to catch up. You're still throwing a bit. And Althea, man, you just put it down. You feel pretty confident on this last one that you're all in. You're doing it. And so with that, as you kind of rip through these things with the slowdown at the end. Reed still has a solid lead with the rest of you kind of sitting right there around each other, fairly close, but Althea's kind of taking a head start. However, you see Reed a few minutes into this, seems to get a little bubbly in the head. You see Reed giggling a little more than he did. He seems to be a little bit more open, starts playing with a little coin a little bit. His hand movement isn't as dexterous as it usually might be. It seems to be hitting him pretty fast. The rest of you, Grizz and Amrook, no feel whatsoever. You guys don't even notice it. You were just parched. You feel good now. Althea, second one, you thought maybe give you a little tingle there, a little off. You're not great, but you're feeling pretty good. Let's go ahead and give me a dex and a con saving roll for round 4.
All right.
Okay.
Nice.
Oh, I'm down on the ground. Someone's got to carry me up.
That was a 9 on my dex, and I gotta get the con save.
Who's carrying me
sorry.
upstairs?
Oh, hold on. That was supposed to be with advantage. My bad. Let me do that one more time. Constitution.
There you go, Grizz.
Fucking that up.
You suck at arm wrestling. You suck at arm wrestling, but you can hammer him down. I say that in character.
So you guys are seeing Reed get a little out of character, a little goofy here, little loose-lipped as he's taunting you guys, and he just hammers the last one down again. Just again, open throat. He just pounds it, and that one doesn't seem to have an effect. As you're watching this, though, you guys are a little taken aback in this drinking contest. The rest of you are sipping. Amrook, you forget to drink for a moment as you're watching this whole thing take place, and then you see the tiefling girls that sent you the fire whiskey, giving you some looks and little glances, and so you forget about the contest momentarily, and stop drinking altogether, falling behind a little bit. However, Grizz, you're the next to finish after keeping an eye on Rita here. You finished, not even affecting you one little bit. Amrook, you're feeling that one, Hair. It's catching you, and Althea, that's really starting to hit home to you. You're feeling it. You're not drunk yet, but you are feeling it. Let's go ahead and give me one more. Round 5, we're going into it. Give me the dex, give me the con saving throw. What's Siddle and Keldrum doing during this? We know,
Watching the entertainment, because I know it's going to be a shit show.
Yep.
You're welcome.
Okay. Amrook got 4 in dex.
So the Griswold.
Grizz,
Grizz and Amrook
Grizz,
are
now
now
you're
starting
wrong.
to have a conversation and just completely forget about the contest.
That's exactly. You guys are a little worried about your boy Reed at this point. He was struggling there for a little while, but you're almost more impressed the way he's putting him down. And with the in this next round, Reed again, fastest one, finishes the drink. He's just making a show of it at this point. He's no look drinking, then a little pig between the legs to finish it. He's pounding this, and he seems to be holding it down his liquor. Okay, you guys all make it through this last round, kind of holding yourselves. Althea, you were right behind him. You were no nonsense here, putting it down. You held this one a little bit better. Amrook and Grizz, yeah, you guys got sidetracked, a little conversation, a little talk about it. You're sipping. You guys forgot all about it.
Is Reed sitting or standing?
He's sitting now.
His feet don't touch the ground. He's just on a stool, like a child.
Yeah, you see the legs a little just wiggling.
Is Reed starting to look a little? Whew.
Reed looks beyond drunk. He's not sick yet, but in this quick pounding, it looks like he's plastered.
Remembering my college days, I am going to cast Minor Illusion.
Yes.
And he's going to get like this strobe light effect right in front of his face.
That's a dick move, and that's awesome.
You're running through the forest. You turn left. You turn right. Bam! Run right into it.
You see he is amazed, distracted, a little thrown off. You see a little of this.
I'm gonna do mage hand to just like tap him on alternating shoulders just to get him to look back and forth.
He's discombobulated now. He's thrown. You see that he starts to throw him off kilter a little bit. Go ahead, Grizz.
I'm gonna reach out my hand. I'm just gonna look over at him, and you see my hand like light up in this dark reddish energy, and I'm gonna cast Bane on him.
Wow, dude.
Nice.
I'm kind of chuckling at him at this point. Just chuckling at this point.
All right, so what's Bane do here again? There it is.
It's a minus D4 to his saving throw. I want him to puke.
That's awesome.
Yeah.
I'm not sure. Yeah. It's by no means meant to hurt him at all. It's just I just want to see him puke.
That's fucking awesome.
All right.
As I'm finishing sipping my round 5, I'll say, if you fucking touch me with that shit, I'll rage right in this fucking room.
I'll tap him on the shoulder and be like, "Oh, no worries. I just see an opportunity to get Reed back for all those ball bearings. I figured I'd mess with him just a little bit. No
Yeah,
no
I
worries,
was gonna
man.
be like, bullshit. No, you
So-
don't.
So he is distracted by the light. He is distracted by the tapping on the shoulder. He is feeling a little drained, a little baned at the moment. He's turning a hair green, but he sees that sixth round and he is all in and he's showboating at this point. He's in. He's going for the finale. You see him kind of trying to get the bar going. He's trying to raise him up like for some cheers. Meanwhile, he's still checking out this damn strobe light and seeing who's tapping him on the shoulder and looking around. So it has a very poor perception. It looks more like he's trying to do a SWAT at a B more than anything else. So with that said, everyone, give me that last round. One more deck check and con save, and he's gonna get -4 to that.
I'm still sipping. I am still fucking sipping.
I'm not
He
too
was at
far ahead of you.
disadvantage on
I was just hoping that I wouldn't throw up. That was my main goal.
Yeah, that's where I'm at.
And with the con save and -2. Okay.
We're also getting all the DM's good rolls out of the way.
Yeah, right?
Yeah.
Wait. What the hell are you guys doing?
Amrook and I are just chatting at this point. Like, hey, Amrook, do you think Reed's gonna puke? What do you think? You put that to platinum?
I think he may not puke by this round 6, but we're doing that fire water right after.
Oh my god.
16. Althea, where's your con? 16. All right. Yeah, you guys managed to hold. So Althea, at this point, drinking you guys on the table, she is disgusted. She houses it before you guys even get a quarter of the way down in your jug. In fact, she reaches over and drinks a little bit of yours, Grizz, just to help you out. She kind of dunks her mug in just to help you finish.
You know,
Hey,
Althea didn't drink until she met you guys, so this is pretty impressive.
Does
Yeah,
Althea seem intoxicated?
She seems to be similar to where you guys are at. She seems a little bit more buzzed than you would be, but definitely not drunk. Maybe a little buzzed. I would say she's moderately buzzed compared to each of you. However, she finishes her drink before you guys touch it. Takes a little of yours. Reed struggles a little bit. Still finishes before you guys. He's a little green, but he's holding it down, and he seems to be rallying a hair.
As Amrook sees Reed finish, he says, "Do the fire water next."
I'm gonna cast Thaumaturgy underneath Reed and make the ground shake just a little bit, just to kind of mess with him.
you see he grips onto the table and just big eyes and just guys, I think there's an earthquake around here or something big's if we can move in nearby. It's not good. I'm struggling to keep my distance. Is it something we need to fight? I think we should fight it. He's gonna pull out one of his daggers.
Can I use
Is there something
prestidigitation to give him the bed spins while standing?
And with that, I'm gonna give the Constitution a disadvantage.
That's awesome.
And you see Reed still holding on to the table, looking around like something's shaking it. All right. He's gonna 1 second. He's gonna grab the fire whiskey, and you see he is green. He is breathing heavy. He's got that like get enough air in here to maintain it. And a quick dex and a con. And he did what nobody should do and drank the shot way too slow instead of shooting it. He sipped the shot a little bit. And you see, I think there's something outside. I'm gonna go see if I need to fight it. And he's just gonna run out the door. And you hear as he's going, as he takes off out of the tavern.
Do I hear the dry heaving?
You hear the attempts of the dry heave as his way out. He kind of tries to cover it with like a growl, like a.
As we finish our ales, I'll tip to Grizz and say, "Oh, it sounds like Reed's going to feed the whales."
Oh, that cut off for me for some reason. I'm sorry. What did you say?
Oh,
I know. I'm so sorry. I don't know what happened.
I guess you just have to
Okay.
watch the stream. It's okay. It wasn't that funny.
yep.
It-
Gotta catch up.
It's okay.
All right, give me a con save. So you guys all put down your fire whiskey.
As
I
as I
hate
see
you.
Reeves run out from the bar, and I'm just like lost in thought. I'll look over and I'll kind of get a little chuckle because he's barfing everywhere. I'm looking at prestidigitation,
Okay.
and I'm gonna conjure up a really foul smell of like rotten eggs, just real nasty. They've been sitting somewhere super hot for a long time. It's rank. Like right in front of his face by his nostrils.
So as he comes in, he gets about 2 steps in the door, hits this. You see him instantly again pale and to a shade of green that you've not seen before. You see him just one finger up, backs right out the door, and you hear as he leaves.
Oh, that's awesome. That makes me happy.
Althea, you didn't do the fire whiskey.
No, no, she did her fun.
No, that's part of the contest. You got to finish the fire whiskey.
Let's go.
Either that or you forfeit.
This
Oh,
is
that
awesome.
You're in the lead.
Althea,
Yeah, yeah,
you
look
had the
what
win here.
This is what happens, you helium voice.
This is great.
Did my voice go back to chipmunk?
Yeah.
Yeah.
It
Awesome.
did, yeah. You got full helium voice going.
Cool.
Yeah.
Wand of helium voice.
Yeah. That's
Uh,
awesome.
Yeah.
Damn chipmunks. Oh, they're everywhere.
I love it.
All right. So the night goes on. Anything you guys want to do over the course of the night here besides you're reaching out to Big Al Warwick? We can cover that here in a moment. Anything else besides hammering some stuff home? Caldrum and Siddle, you're just watching this go, having a single drink, I imagine. Anything else you guys wanted to accomplish here?
Yeah, I notice Warwick not present, so I'll get up after the shenanigans and go outside see if I can find him.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, and you find him just concentrating out there,
Chilling,
Right.
sitting on a bench.
thinking.
I'm gonna sit down beside him, not say anything for a minute, and then I'm going to say, kinda to him, but not really. I'm going to say I really wish we knew exactly where Hecaton is at right now, as I pray to Mystra for divine intervention.
Nice.
Oh my goodness.
Just sit there. Kind of have an idea of what Caldrum's gonna be doing, so I'm not gonna
All
interrupt.
right.
And I'm just gonna wait and see what happens. Wait and see what Mister comes back with.
So we're 11th level now. So
You have to go below an 11 or 11 or below.
yeah, 11 or below, or 89 and above.
I'm going 11 or below.
It's gonna be a 6. Watch this.
6D.
Oh,
If you want.
nowhere close.
You were close. A 5 and a 1. That's a 6, right?
5 and a 1. That's
That
you know
works.
what? You're right. You're right. You're right.
Yeah.
See, told you.
You feel almost a scouring of the globe of Toril here, and you feel lost among it, unable to pinpoint any individual location. Your mind just continues to bounce across maps that you've seen and known, and you can't seem to come down on anything in particular.
Can you do me a favor, E? Can you just try one more time? Just roll just roll the D100 one more time.
Hmm.
I just want to see. It's for my own benefit.
Mhm.
Okay, that makes me feel better. I
Okay.
don't know why, but it does.
I was gonna say, it's been ridiculous how high and low you've been rolling on those divine interventions. The
I know,
fact that you
right?
would have succeeded on every one, depending on what my choice was thus far, I was starting to think
Uh
that was getting a little ridiculous.
huh.
Like, holy hell, he can't not roll either a 1 to 10 or a 90 to 100.
Uh-huh.
Good
Basically, you
try.
were getting a wish spell there.
Yep.
Think
Uh,
as you're praying and as you sit down by Warwick, I'm kind of just gonna be lost in thought a little bit. And the only thing you'll see that might be a little different about me is I'm you haven't seen me wear a necklace before,
Uh-huh.
but I have the necklace. It's not around my neck, but I have it in my hand, and it's a crest. You can kind of see it. Can't really make out what it is, but it's a crest of sorts. I'm just gonna sit there and keep sipping on my beer, my little ale, chuckling it, read a little bit, barfing everywhere as I can see a little,
A
you know,
little trail.
trail of vomit coming back in. That's it.
You gonna clean that up?
I'm gonna see if he's gonna come back out and barf again. It's probably gonna happen.
Maybe they'll slip on
I mean, if he comes back out, he's slipping one way or the other.
it.
There ain't no doubt about it.
you hear him in the distance calling dinosaurs, still feeding the whales, chumming
Reed's,
for sharks.
let's be clear though. Reed's gonna puke and rally because we're going a lot more than
Oh,
this.
he's absolutely going to. He's at
Uh-huh.
this point, he's forcing himself just to get back into it.
All right.
Uh-huh.
That's fucked.
And about 15 minutes later, you see him come back. No stumble. He seems to be in the zone. Actually seems to have made some friends. He's bringing some other guys in the bar. He's got a gnome with him. He's got an elvish woman bringing him in. You're going to get on me tonight? Come on in. Allow me to show you my place. Walks him in. And he's back on it.
Fucking puke and rally. I fucking love it. My man.
Anything? What else you guys want to accomplish tonight? What else is on your agenda?
I think that's all I
We
got.
go-
Yeah, nothing.
After-
Nothing.
Okay.
I'm just,
Grizz, what were you saying?
I'm just gonna, do my little prayer at the end and give away my divine energy over to Gabriel.
Nice.
Huge.
I like it.
I
Again,
just
you
want.
send.
Oh, sorry. Go ahead.
Go ahead. Go ahead.
No. I'll do it after you.
I was gonna say you send the positive vibes out into the world, hoping that those positive vibes come back to you sometime, Grizz. However, nothing seems to strike you at this exact moment. Go ahead, Amrook.
I'll just at some point as we're all drinking because I assume Siddle's got a nipple on his and his baby in it. But as we're all sitting there drinking together, once Warwick and Caldrum come back in, I will just lean over and drunkenly remind everybody. Do you remember the last time we were here? Caldrum yelled at all of us, and I'll just laugh hysterically.
Oh, Reed kind of jumps in on that one. He was so pissed. He was not happy.
I don't think Warwick
think-
probably wouldn't head back in. Well, he would head back in, but he wouldn't go over to the table. Warwick would head back in, and I'd grab a room and go.
Reed's gonna take the opportunity there. He's gonna be like that. That's the time that Caldrum realized that I think Warwick was working with what's her name? The girl, isn't it? Oh, that was funny. We knew Warwick was a little shady. He's gonna start planting that seed.
Again.
As he would.
I like it.
And at that point, the band kicks up again, and starts going. You guys, Reed throws some tips up there for them. I'll take a few coins out of his purse.
Oh yeah, we definitely Reed and Amrook end up on the stage before the everybody I assume went to bed, but we continue to party and we end up on stage.
So how late? This place is staying open as long as you guys are there. This is their night. This has turned into a Saturday holiday for them. How late do you intend to drink, or early, should I say?
I'm gonna say late enough to have a good time, but not late enough that we couldn't, sleep in a little bit and still get a full rest.
All right, all right. So you're
So like
one or two or so.
Yeah,
You're not doing like 5 in the morning. You're not looking for sunrise here.
not on a Tuesday. I mean Thursday maybe.
All right.
Oh, it's a
So
10-day
you guys,
calendar. So wait, that would be not on a. Never mind.
uh, yeah, so you guys rock the place again. Silvery Moon has not seen this much excitement in a little while, so the night goes by without incident. Everyone heads to their rooms. Go ahead and give me a con save with disadvantage for you and Reed in the morning, and a con save with advantage for Grizz and Althea.
Why does Amrook get disadvantage? Just because of how late
Because
it.
you guys stayed out late
Okay.
and again continued housing him.
Alright.
So just to see how he's feeling in the morning.
Yeah, yeah. No, we're just
And you get a
checking.
strong
Wow.
con.
Just wow.
And Reed. Alright, with a 12, you're feeling a little rough,
Oh, Emerald,
But
that was an
not-
20.
Was it?
struggling.
Mm-hmm.
Oh,
Yeah, that's really what I wanted to get those out of the way. That's really what I was going for there. Oops. We have to roll disadvantage. Just roll a second time. Alright, 15 and 12. You guys are not great, but after a good solid breakfast, getting some greasy food in there, you recover pretty well. You guys feel good.
So we got a long rest.
You got a long rest. I can put you guys back on the home screen. You guys can do long rest now without it, right?
Yep.
Yeah.
Cool.
Yeah.
Yeah.
All right. And day 1 of your 10-day.
So
9 days remain.
Ooh, wait, did that count as a day?
Yeah, you're on to the next day.
Okay. All right. All right.
So it hasn't been a full 24 hours yet, but you're on to that day 1.
You're going to
The
be.
only-
Warwick's going to keep track of those days very closely, and he's going to be
Ooh,
writing
Strong
in
Wednesday.
his journals more than ever. And if we don't have to, go through this, but I'll pick up another 1 or 2 decent sized journals while we're in Silver and Moon, just to keep the writings and the scribblings going.
All right. Yeah, you can pick up one for say 5 silver pieces. If everyone goes and takes this and the drinking and everything else, let's just say with some food, go ahead and take 2 gold pieces out of your pack.
Done. Reed covered my bill. No, just kidding. The only thing I wanted to do was
Ooh,
and
here
I'm
comes
just-
Alvin.
Oh, sorry.
It's shifting.
I like it.
Yeah, I don't want to mess with it because of stream, so you're just gonna have
Yeah,
to. deal
yeah.
with
Go
it.
ahead. Go ahead. No big deal. Just
The,
let you know.
the only thing I wanted to do, and we can expedite it, that's why I'm just telling you, is to go with Althea to the Artificer to see if we could potentially, or they could potentially use the effect of her bow, but to give it into a quiver so that she could soak arrows in blood rather than the bow in blood, so she could have multiple types of creatures. And then I would out of game. Did I lose the immovable rod or did someone pick it up from the Eye of the Allfather?
You guys
Reed
definitely
did.
picked it up.
Okay.
Thought Reed did.
I thought so too. He didn't give it back to me. So
Yeah.
after he gave me back the horn, I would also have asked him if I could have that back, and so I'll deal with that. And the reason
Do you have it in your pack?
I had dumped most of it out, so I
guess
did lose a
your
couple
out of
things.
character. Your roll 20 pack.
I cleared out my
Grizz,
roll.
you actually picked it up.
Okay.
Okay, I would have given everything back to Amrook.
Okay, so
Okay.
I would have strapped that on. The only reason I want to take that with us, and I would also ask the Artificer if he could make 3 special arrows and how much it would cost. These would be reusable arrows with the similar properties to the immovable rod, in which once they hit, they would require a magic word to release the, similar to a bola type deal, where it would wrap around them, ankles, arms, whatever, and then it would be same property of the immovable rod, but into trap fashion, if that makes sense.
All right, so you're looking for a magical locking mechanism with these arrows,
Yeah,
similar to the immovable rod, with the release.
yeah, for
Okay.
Althea's quiver. And then I would wait till Althea left, and I would ask the artificer if he could get his hands on something that could supply me with good berries.
Oh,
And I'm not
Totally.
telling,
Wait.
and I'm definitely not telling the party.
Wait, say that one more time. Your
Uh,
audio just went from Alvin to normal, and we lost you there. It was a little record scratch.
yeah.
Error. After I would wait till Althea left, after asking for the arrows and the quiver, and then I would ask the artificer if he can get me, has, or knows someone that could get me something that would give me a steady supply of good berries. And I would do this discreetly so that Althea nor the rest of the party would know.
So I went as well, but I'm not gonna try to like. If you're like, hey, I got something to do, that's fine.
Yeah, no,
I'm just-
it's like
I-
we're walking out, and I'm like, oh, I forgot something, and I'd run back in real quick and do that.
One more thing.
What- I'm gonna ask the artificer if he can copy over the beta force. If he can make thieves.
And Althea, I'm
Okay.
assuming you're all good with those ideas. Feel free to add on or exchange the immobile arrows were just an idea I had, but you could throw in whatever.
That sounds fun.
And I'll just explain
Okay.
to the artificer that we've run into someone my size, maybe a little bigger or a little stronger than I am, that's given us some trouble, given the party some trouble, and I just want a way of kind of holding them down so we can talk to them if need be.
Understood. All right. So he's going to evaluate what we got. What you're looking for is doable and not cheap. So, working through, this bow conversion is actually the easiest of the bunch, right out of the gate, because it's basically transference magic, moving what's already in the bow to a set of arrows, and so he's able to transform that capability to a pre-sold set, not to everything and anything, but a limited number, and so he is able to move that to. See how many he can get to.
So it's not just the quiver that you could pour blood into and soak the arrows. It's going to be a set
Ooh,
number of arrows.
yeah, that's a great call. We can do transference to the quiver. You did say that, and I didn't think about that. So, yeah, we'll say he can move it to the quiver. And he's able to do that for 800 gold pieces.
Yeah, and I'll let you work out the details of you can only use this once a day or whatever, But yeah, that's the idea. Is
Okay.
something where, one day she could pour, Frost Giant's blood in there and soak some arrows, and then take those arrows out, and then next day pour some Stone Giant blood in there and soak another set of arrows, so that she can have a variety.
Still maintain the original.
And then she's going to need to collect it in order to add additional arrows.
Yep. Then real quick here. Yeah, so that'll be about 800 gold pieces for that transition. And it'll take 24 hours for the transference magic to happen or so. He might be able to rush it for an extra 100 gold pieces.
Althea, I don't know what kind of money you have. I could offer you some assistance, but I don't have that
I
kind
can
of
pay
gold
the
on me.
800.
Okay.
I have over 2,000.
Shit.
Okay.
like
do you want the
100
24 hours, or
gold.
do you want to rush it?
How much is it, the rush?
100 gold pieces, and he can shorten that to same day. So you're there early enough. He could get you, uh, let's say that evening, 12 hours.
Yeah, I can do 900.
Okay.
Was our plan to stick around before you pay
Yeah, I
it? Was
thought
our
we were
plan?
leaving.
We
Yeah, was our
leave,
plan
and
to
then
stick
next time
around?
we come back, we could pick it up? Or is there a
Yep.
delivery possibility? If we're going to Yartar, could he magically send it to Yartar and we could pick it up there?
Yeah, but wouldn't she have to
Yeah,
leave her
he
bow
would have
here?
the connections. She
She'd have
would.
to leave her bow.
If she left her boat
But
here, we
when
go to
you-
Yartar, we could pick it up by the
Oh.
evening there in Yartar, right?
Yeah, he can magically get it there for you through some teleportation. He has the connections. I'll give you that for a 30 gold piece convenience fee.
So 930 gets you. You leave the bow. It'll be in Yartar if that's where we're headed by the evening.
Okay. That's fine.
Okay.
He's like,
Uh,
me up.
so the immobile arrows, that's an interesting one to him. He kind of likes that. Thinks it's cool. But it's also some new magic, and it's gonna be struggling. He wants to offer you. I'll tell you what. A dozen of them would be about $800, but he'll go 70 gold pieces an arrow.
Wait, what is
If
this
you don't want
for?
to buy the whole dozen.
I'll buy Althea one, and we'll test it out. I'll make him that deal. We'll buy one for now.
Okay.
And you like the idea, so you may stock them. And next time we're in town, we'll check with you if we like the one.
Okay. And then Grizz, you're working on that through your beat of force. He's actually had some familiarity with this. He's seen him before, and not this particular type, but he's worked on other beads. He's certainly interested. He is initially he wants to go 2,000 gold pieces for 1d4 beads of force to recreate them for you. As you talk to him a little bit, he's thinking about it. He's willing to. Hold on.
Is Eric frozen like that, or is he still okay? I thought you were frozen like that.
You guys.
Oh my God. Guess who's going to be at the next Steel City Con?
I thought you were just that excited about or crazy about the price.
No. Andy Circus.
Andy Circus.
Question,
Gollum.
what were the arrows?
Yeah, the guy that wore the green suit for Gollum.
That's awesome. I love Andy
Oh.
Serkis. I love.
He
that
was
guy.
on the Late Show. He did the
Yes.
Gollum. Yeah, I love that
That's
scene.
right. Ashley,
Yeah.
if they have they're movable arrows. They basically work like the immovable rod. Once you fire it and hit someone, you would pin them where they stand. I'll get you the details.
Okay, and then what I actually bought was for the blood, the soak arrows.
Yes.
No, it's the cool looking quiver with your name engraved on it.
And
Yeah, it would basically transfer the magic from the bow being soaked to the arrows being soaked, so you can maintain multiple arrows of different creatures at the same time as you took the time to soak them.
and I bought you the immovable arrow, so you don't have to take that 70 gold out.
Okay, so we're gonna try one, see how it works, and then go from there.
Yeah, and I'm gonna later on. I'm gonna give you a vial of my blood,
Okay.
so you can soak a couple arrows in that.
And then you can give him a vial of your blood. You guys can be committed to each other for all of time,
Yes.
wear it around your necks.
I like where this is going.
Blood
Yes.
buddies.
So, Grizz, after thinking about it a little bit and pulling it down, he's willing to do 960 gold pieces for 1d4 beads. And
That's a
I'll
good
let
deal.
you roll just for the fun of it.
That's a good deal.
Yeah, so it takes a minute to transfer from my checking to savings.
It takes 24 hours from the savings to the checkings. Are you still? Are we still there with you when you're talking about him about the Beta 4 sales?
Yes, you haven't left yet.
Grizz, I could get you the gold. Don't worry about it. I just need to talk to somebody.
Let me proactively ask you this. So Garrett, I wanted to, just for expediency's sake here, I was
Yeah,
looking
yeah.
to sell a few. I was looking to sell a few things. So I have, um, well, I have an axe of warning, a couple of uncommon items.
You're
I have
gonna
an
sell
axe of
my
warning.
fucking axe. Give me my fucking axe
Oh,
back.
man.
Don't. I didn't give that to you to fucking sell. I'm gonna deck him in rage right now if he sells it.
I'm selling it
I
right in the
bet you
morning.
won't. I bet you won't. I bet you won't sell it right in front of his face. Like I make my own goddamn decisions. Well, he gave it to you. It's yours.
I swear to God, I'm gonna punch
on,
you in
I
the
thought I
back
got-
of the kneecap if you
I
fucking
thought I
sell
got
my
this from
axe.
Warwick. I thought I got
No,
that
he-
from
Yeah,
Warwick.
Warwick gave it back to me after I let him borrow it, and I gave it to you to borrow, motherfucker. I'm gonna punch you right in the back of the kneecap if you
Do
fucking
it.
sell that.
You should
Dude,
offer this just
as
to
you
see how
offer it, you
much
see Amrook getting just enraged.
Hey,
He starts to get-
Amrook, I see this. I would use this axe before. I can't attune to it anymore. Do you want this axe? I'm going to go ahead and sell it. I don't
That's
think
my
I want it
fucking axe, you
anymore.
motherfucker. You better give that back.
you want. Hey, you know what?
This whole fucking party is storing my shit. Give me all of my shit back.
So much better.
The fact that you sound like Alvin is great. Actually, it's more like Theodore, if I'm being honest, but that's fine.
Give me my shit back.
I can't wait to go watch the stream to hear it.
Oh my
Oh
god,
my
dude.
gosh.
You're
I
gonna
bet-
cry.
My bad, Amrook. My bad. I'll
That's
hand
amazing.
it back the axe.
I'm gonna as he hands it to me, I'm gonna try and slit his like pinky or something.
I have gloves on. I have metal gloves. There's no
Roll
way
to
you
attack.
can
Give me-
slit my.
Give me a weapon attack on that one.
Oh, man,
Hold on,
dude,
I still have that weapon in here. That's the
Hold
axe
on,
of
hold-
warning,
hold-
right? So that's Yanborn.
Yep. Yeah, you're not
Hold on.
attuned to it, but that's
on.
okay. It's only an
I don't care. 25 to hit.
Yep,
Hold
you
on,
come down
hold
on
on.
it.
Hold on. Where's remove curse? Hold on. Do I have that prepared?
Go ahead, let's do it
Hold
right
on.
now, motherfucker. You just tried to sell my axe. I'm ready.
All right. How much damage do I take? Do I take a little cut?
I'm not raging, so yes, you take a cut.
Eight points of slashing damage. Your
Oh, I
glove
actually-
covers it. Oh,
Oh
Hey,
man.
did you do inspiring leader this morning?
No, I didn't. Fuck you.
Wow. Wow.
I hope I'm still
Oh,
a chipmunk
and-
when I say that.
no, you're not. It
No.
kicked out right then.
Oh, Amrook.
But I
just-
hope you go chipmunk next time you rage. I
hope
wish you
so
could
too.
do that on command.
I wish I could too.
Ugh.
I have the Flameforge Morningstar and the shield. Oh shit! Hold on. Where is it?
Motherfucker tried to sell my
Shield.
axe. Can you believe this, Althea?
I honestly didn't remember it was yours. Mocking shield. So it was
I
uncommon.
can't smack him. He's taller
let-
than me.
Let me cast vicious mockery once a day.
Does the
Oh,
clerk have
man.
a step stool I can step on to smack Chris?
Yeah, they'll offer it to you.
So I can step on the step stool and smack Chris for trying to sell this?
We're blood buddies now. She's got my back. She's gonna smack you around for trying to sell.
I'm gonna
Amrook
look at both
shit.
of them and say, if you want to take this outside, I'll take you both on at once. I suggest you back the fuck off, now.
I like it. I like it.
No,
You don't know
Warwick's
how-
probably getting jealous that I'm
You don't know how
smacking you
tempted
around.
I am to agree to that shit. If we weren't in Silvery Moon,
Griswold's just staring at both of you.
They're taking so long. Warwick's gonna try and track them down.
As the shopkeep sees the detention's been caused here, he's gonna offer you Grizz. He's gonna offer you 4,000 gold pieces for the Axe of Warning, and he's gonna offer
Yes.
you. He's gonna offer you 375 for your shield.
So 4,000 for the Axe of Warning.
you've already given it over.
You won't do it. Tell a shopkeep you were letting him hold it. It's your axe. They gave it to you.
Yeah.
You won't-
I'll do the 375 for the shield. And what about the flame forged the Morningstar?
So he'll offer you 275 for the Morningstar. All right, 325. He'll go up to it.
If I throw in my Where's what the fuck? I have that. I have an amulet of
All right. I can't take this. out, but I don't-
proof against detection and location. And I was dead serious since they're taking so long. I was gonna try and track them down because I'm keeping very close watch of how much time we have left. So assuming I could track them down and get in on this, I would offer up that amulet of proof against detection and location. That way we can get over to
That was an
Yartar.
amulet, right?
Yes. It says
And
I'm
Warwick is really confused why I'm on a stool.
I I can only imagine.
Yeah. So they'll offer you 400 for the amulet.
13.
That should get you up to your 960 easily. Because
Yeah, that's fine. I got 7. I have 700 from that, and you said yeah. You take the rest, and I'll.
So
Cool.
are you rolling 1d4 to see how many you get?
Yeah, unfortunately.
How many
Alright.
ever he gets, I'm going to ask the shopkeep to throw in one more because the amulet and the 2 items he's going to sell are almost 200 gold pieces more than what he offered. So I'm going to ask him for 4 instead of 3. We're giving him an extra 200 gold pieces.
Give me a persuasion check.
Absolutely. Where's my normal for persuasion? 19.
Yeah. He throws in the fourth one for you.
Nice. Awesome. Chris, why didn't you throw in that really small hand axe you had? You haven't used it in a long time.
Oh, someone was getting quite antsy about that small axe that he hasn't used, but that's fine. That's fine.
I'm gonna turn to Amrock. Amrock, are you gonna attune to that thing? I might be able to use it actually. I just got rid of that amulet.
You see a little redness behind Amrick's eyes right now.
I could really use the help on the initiative. I think it helps me in our battle sequence.
Keep
So-
pushing. Keep pushing.
I'm just waiting for a response.
You got one. You see the red
That's it?
behind his eyes. He's not quite there, but you might be rolling a cons check here soon.
Oh, wait, hold on. So Amber's gonna roll a con check over an axe.
I fucking love it.
I mean, I can't tell you what's going to trigger it. But if you're going to piss someone off who is already in an unstable point, whatever happens,
hell yeah.
happens.
Hell yeah.
I'm gonna Amrook. If this kind of situation is going to make you this upset, then you shouldn't be traveling with us.
I'll walk out.
If it's
Don't
that bad.
sell my shit, motherfucker.
It was an accident. I forgot. But if this is going to piss
An
you off that bad, then you need to walk away.
And we already made our peace. Warwick came in trying to stir the fucking pot. If you want me to leave, I'll leave right now.
I didn't know anything about that.
If this is going to cause this much of a problem, then you should.
I didn't hear anything about the fight. I didn't even know Griswold got nicked.
But Keegan did.
But Keegan,
Yeah.
I was asking.
Grace, if you want me to leave, say the word.
I'll walk out.
All I'm saying is if this little argument is going to cause this much stress for you to want to lose control, and for the better of the party and yourself, you should consider it. Otherwise, keep it in check.
Oh. Warwick's out. Walking over to find Counter at this point. That way we can head over to
Over
you.
dramatic, and Eldrathir walks out.
Me and Siddle are just like at the inn. Going, where the fuck are those guys? Come on, man. We were supposed to leave an hour ago. Now we got traffic we're gonna have to hit.
I love it, dude. I fucking love it.
I bet we get stuck behind a school bus.
Yep.
Those what, coal trucks going up a mountain and shit. Awful.
Nope.
Take forever. Yeah,
I'll take the beads and go.
Can you
That's gonna take 12 hours as well. Just an FYI, it does take
that will.
time,
Oh,
time to
Yeah,
build. So he'll deliver that with the he's willing to deliver that with the bow
all right. I will
and the
mark
arrow.
that. I
Is he
will
asking for
mark
any
I
extra
mean,
gold for that delivery or no? To deliver that?
he's thrown it in with the 30 gold piece delivery already.
Awesome. I like it.
Okay.
And then as the rest of you guys leave, Amrook, he will catch you, and he can make something happen with what you're requesting. For 120 gold pieces, I've got a potential option for you here that I can send along later today.
I don't have the money right now, but next time we're in town, if we like the arrow, if you could have something, I'll get you the money and we'll pick it up then.
How much?
I will be ready. 120 gold pieces.
You weren't there,
I'll
though.
pay for it.
You weren't there.
No.
You weren't there.
Yeah,
I ran back in.
He
Oh, okay.
specifically waited until after you guys were gone.
And I will flip the
That was
gentleman
nice of you.
a platinum and say sorry about the show that happened in here. It doesn't usually go down like that, but we're under a lot of stress as a group. A lot of things going on.
He's gonna pocket the platinum and say, "No problem. It's all the tension. That act of warning is worth no more than 400 gold pieces. I just wanted to cause some tension. I don't get a lot of excitement in here."
My man.
I'll give him a chuckle.
I like it already. I like it.
That's pretty good.
Yeah, so I'm back with Caldrum and Sid at this point. I'm out. I'm like, I don't know
All right.
what those guys are doing. They're taking fucking forever. I know,
We're on a
right?
tight schedule here.
The turnpike's going to be busy now.
We got a long lineup for the teleportation circle. It's awful.
Yeah, there's gonna be a big line of teleportation.
Papa Caltrip's gonna walk in and be like, "Come here now!"
We're gonna
All right, kids.
hit traffic through Philly. This sucks. We're never gonna get to the beach on time.
Are we there yet?
All right. So now that you guys got the early morning shopping spree in, you did a little window shopping. Now that since you're on the clock, why not? What else do you guys want to do?
Go to Yard Town?
I'm heading right for the teleportation circle.
Did you? So you reached out to the Harpers and they told you Dryland was there, and did they get did they get anything back to you this morning on watching him overnight super closely where he's at by chance?
I did not get anything back. I will send them a message and ask Kolbaz any it's still the Dryland still in sight? Any
And he'll let you know that
Yeah.
the ship arrived early in the morning, and he's been on since. His habits have been sleeping after the arrival, from what they recognize. So he seems to be sleeping on the boat.
As soon as he relays this, I think we need to no BS go immediately there, and if it blindsides him, oh well. Either do that or we wait until the middle of the night and surprise him. But
If we do it now, we better be ready for a fight. That's if we're gonna jump on board. We know what it took last time to get on there, and
Amrook's ready for a fight. We're good. We got this.
it's
Very
going to
well.
fill up. It's going to fill up at night, so it's probably best
Fair.
if we go on during the day.
There. That way we don't.
It's probably best.
That's fair. I'm all for
They'll
it.
see us coming, so we need to make it quick.
Rotation circle. Walk through.
Well, there isn't one here in Silvermoon, so we have to go outside and we'll
Oh,
cast.
that's right. That's right.
I'll
We gotta
cast.
go out to your stack shack and then go.
I'll have the lantern still lit as we go past outside the.
Dude, I don't know what
Shield-
counts from
shield
Storehouse. It has a ring to it. I love it.
It's pretty good.
Oh, dude, I fucking love that. That's awesome. For location purposes, how close does that teleportation circle get us to Dryland's boat? I don't think it was too long of a distance, but I can't remember.
Yeah, I don't think it's too far.
No, it was. I think it was no more than a 10 or 15 minute walk from that side of the city. It was fairly, maybe a mile away.
I'm in.
should before we head there, a question. If he sees us all coming, we don't know what means of escape he has. Warwick, I think you last time were able to get on the ship and rather stealthily. Would it be best if you did that just to get eyes on him and then we storm the ship? And that way, we just make sure that he doesn't go anywhere. I just don't know because we all know I'm not quiet.
Yeah, I can. Yeah, I can do that. As we get close, I can cast greater invisibility on myself, and then dimension door into his little. If I remember correctly, he had a little chamber with an octopus that we were fucking with. I was fucking with a little bit.
Yep.
If
You
it makes
fucked an
sense,
octopus?
Yes, it's like the boys all over again. If you haven't seen the boys, spoiler alert. There's an octopus. It's a little
octopus
fucked
sex
up.
scene.
A little fucked up.
Octopussy?
Yes. I believe it's called Hero Gasm, actually, but we'll go with that. It's fine.
Yeah.
One thing I'm going to do when we get to, right when we get into Silvery Moon, or excuse me, Yartar, I'm going to pull the group aside and I'm going to ritualistically cast Rary's telepathic bond.
Oh, nice.
That way we can all
Nice.
chit chat and BS with each other via mind messages. Yep.
As we're headed straight to the boat.
Yeah, I'd say so.
What about gambling trip?
Wait,
Ooh,
were we going
yeah.
to Drylands or the boat? Maybe I
Boat.
missed it. Okay.
Dryland's
About-
on the boat.
Drowned
Oh, I thought we searched his house before and he had that under in the basement
He did.
quarters. Okay.
We did. Yeah.
But
but
your sources tell us he's on the boat? Okay, got it.
Mm-hmm.
Sorry, I must have blacked out. The rage.
Mm-hmm.
the red in your eyes. I got it.
Age.
I hear it.
Gee, when we get within technically 1,000 feet of the ship,
Nice,
I'm going to cast Locate Creature
nice, good shit.
Oh,
On-
shit. Nice.
on Dryland.
Nice.
All right. And so, as you guys once again arrive in Yartar at the location you become so familiar with your teleportation circle, begin making your way through the city. Middle of the day, you guys haven't done a lot of this yet. Seems rather busy. A lot of people coming through. A lot of people working today. In and out. Seems to be a heavy commercial district. A lot of traders. A lot of fishermen. A lot of people selling various gear that way. A bit of a working town. And once you get within 1,000 feet, you casting it on Dryland, recognize him at approximately the site of the port that you are familiar with. So it seems that the information you've been fed is true.
That's awesome.
So he's at the port, or is it specific enough to say he's like on the boat?
He appears to be on the boat within 1,000 feet. As you get closer, you kind of narrow it down to that location. From 1,000 feet away, you knew he was at the port, but you recognize him as on the boat, and as you get closer and closer, you can almost pinpoint him basically in that room with the octopus that you recognized before.
Nice. Yeah, as we probably get to that 1,000-foot mark, and Caldrum confirms where he's at, I'll start to like slow down the group just a little bit and kind of be a little more conspicuous. Not really, because people know who we are, right? And I don't want anybody tipping him off. So just a little more conspicuous. Not making it too obvious, but maybe sticking to the sides a little bit, blending in with the crowd or something.
Maybe split
Alright.
off in a couple groups.
Yeah. But I'll say as we get about 500 feet from the boat, maybe 400 feet, just to make it easier for other people to get on, I'll let the group know that I'm going to cast greater invisibility on myself. And then,
Okay.
and then,
Should you?
what's that?
Could you take? You could take someone with your little portal thing, right?
I can, but I can't make them invisible.
You can't take me, but I don't know. If he's there, is it best to take someone along with you?
I'm not.
You
I'm
can
honest-
keep eyes on him, but
I'm not ultimately too worried about him, to be honest. Not concerned. And I mean, we're telepathically talking anyways, and you guys can easily get on the boat. I mean, if someone wants to come with me, I'm cool with it. But
I didn't know if that was a a good idea or not. I know you can't make them invisible, but you know, an extra hand might not be a bad idea.
but I do think, strategy wise, I mean, what's the end play here? We want to me to get him alone, and then bring you guys on board, and we all have a conversation. You guys want me doing this one on one, and you guys are standing lookout in case anything goes south. What do you think?
I mean, he's got the home field advantage, right?
Yeah.
So I feel that if you try to go one on one, he'll call in his cronies or whatever.
Yeah. I mean, if somebody wants to come with me, and then we can, after we calm him down and just tell him, we're just here to talk, try to get him out of any type of trouble he may be in, but
Potion of diminution on Griswold and send him in.
yeah, it's terrible. That'd be a great idea. I like it. It's just the kind of intimidation we need.
Exactly.
I think Caldrum, you want to hop on in there with me?
I am not quiet by any means.
If I dimension doors in there, I can instantaneously.
Yeah, we can do that.
And then the rest of us are just going to bum rush the ship, pretty much. Correct?
I'll let you guys know when it's safe to come in. That way, it'll make it look too crazy.
Oh, sure, we have telepathic on.
Yeah. Yeah. So if that's the case, then what if it's going to be Caldrum and I going in, I won't cast Greater Invisibility because he won't be invisible. I will Dimension Door us both in to Dryland's little chamber. But if I remember correctly, there's no windows in there. It's just the door that leads in. At least that's the only thing that I found.
That is correct.
Door us right in front of the door. I don't want to be on the other side. Try and run out.
Can you cast invisibility like 3rd level, get you both, and then dimension door in?
So my invisibility is through the Saturn.
Oh.
The greater invisibility is I can only target one person.
Oh, I thought you had invisibility.
Yeah, no, that's Saturn. Who knows what I'll be able to do with the magic spoons, but we'll just cross that bridge.
Someday.
Someday. The octopus has them. They're just chilling right there.
That'd be funny.
So unless anybody has anything else, I'll dimension door once we get kind of settled up, right in front of the boat or near it, about 500 feet, 400 feet-ish away. I'll dimension door Caldrum and I into that little chamber.
Okay.
And I'm going to prepare a spell. As soon as we are dimension doored in and I see him, I'm going to cast command on him, and I'm going to say quiet.
I'll right before we go in, I will also give Caldrum a bardic inspiration, since I actually can't give it to myself. So
Figure that one out. Yep.
Yep.
All right. So, you're dimension dooring both of you in.
Dude, way you smile makes me super nervous. And you're like, this is a bad idea, right? This is terrible.
Into the room, and you're immediately casting command, right?
Yep.
And your command is what again?
Quiet.
Quiet, and you got
Where
bardic inspiration there.
where are you bringing us into at?
So he has a little. If you go upstairs into the boat, there's a room off to the left and then a room off to the right. I remember, and his room is off to the right. It's just a little secluded room. The fish tank that has an octopus in it. His desk is there, and I was gonna put us in right in front of the door.
Yeah. That's
If he's here, he can't run out.
Yep. That's what I was. Yeah. Perfect.
All right. I am going to, as a group, 1 second. Let me bring you over to that particular map. I don't know if we're going to use it based on what you're doing, but just to pull you over. Oh, you guys were a few levels down last time you were here.
We searched that whole fucking thing and came up with nothing. There's gotta be something that I missed, and I'm so upset that I missed.
Oh.
Look at here.
Just to make sure.
So you guys are actually further back. You guys are actually remember there's like a square there within the wharf that's like 500, 400, 500 feet across. You guys are basically edge of the buildings there in order to be able to cast in, so you still have the protection from the buildings. And you can see the ship docked off in the far distance. What you do notice is the guarding seems to be significantly greater than before. It was fairly light previously. You notice a lot more men walking across the decks and more men at the base. There's actually 6 guys kind of stationed at the base of this entrance right now, compared to last time in which there were only 2 that were only moderately paying attention. So security seems to have beefed up, which matches what you were told from your contact within the Harpers as well. And that seemed to occur right after the last time you guys visited. May or may not have something to do with the money you stole. And
Hold on, we still have money? I totally forgot about that shit.
remember you took the chest from underneath the octopus? You thought about leaving it, then said screw it?
Oh, fuck
Yeah,
that was a lot of
the
shit.
whole chest. Yeah.
Yeah, about that. Sorry, guys. Yeah, well,
Totally
one thing
worth
that-
it.
Yeah. When we Dimension Door in, he casts command. I'm going to use my I don't know what plus he has or I don't know what. I'm going to use my 8 port and roll because I want to make sure it works.
Okay.
I mean,
Does
highly
anyone else
doubt
have
it.
lag on Grizz's video?
It happens every once in a while, yeah. I mean, he's fine now.
Okay.
Yeah.
It happens every once in a while.
His chair was empty, and he just instantaneously appeared in my with my lag.
Magic.
Yeah, Calder, I doubt he would succeed, but just that off chance he rolls a
Yep.
nat
No,
20.
I like it. Nope, I like it.
Okay.
Only Bardic Inspiration could just take a. No, I think I have Cutting
Anything
Word.
else you're prepping in this case?
I think Cutting Word actually does it, but that's a reaction. I don't know really how well that would work. Nah, we're good.
Okay.
Or we won't do it for this, but just so I can understand, for Cutting Word, for future instances, if he casts command, would you then allow me to immediately react and cast Cutting Word, which would allow me to use my Bardic Inspiration to subtract whatever I roll from whatever Dryland rolls? Or is that too much?
Say that again.
So Cutting Word allows me as a reaction to roll a Bardic Inspiration die and subtract that from ability check, saving throw, stuff like that. So,
Okay.
and I don't want to do it now because I've already told you what I'm going to do. But if we were to Dimension Door in, he casts Command, and then could I immediately cast Cutting Word using my Bardic, whenever I roll on a Bardic Inspiration die to subtract it, whatever he rolls?
So it would need to be a reaction, so it has to react something, and so you would need you would need them to perform basically their action, Chamb3r to do something, or Dryland to do something to react against it. You can't kind of react to your turn, or you could react to
You can
it's
react to
No,
me
react
though.
it's a
for
natural
you for
ability.
command.
Yeah.
It's an ability check, not a saving throw, so never mind.
Okay.
Uh,
Yeah, I would say you could react to the command if you had to.
Okay, never mind. But we're good. We're good. All right.
attack ability
Okay.
check or damage. Yeah, not a save.
Yeah,
Yeah.
I haven't used it in so long, so
Boo.
they need to really rewrite that. Or I need to go back and rewrite Phantasmal Killer. Actually kills people. Heart explodes. Or their heart stops. Yeah. They need to go back to that. It's a little OP though.
All right, 1 second.
So excited. I'm so excited.
Okay. As you guys prepare from the building, cue this up. You give each other a nod. Everyone else just maintaining their location during this whole thing, or what's your plan while they do this? Just so I'm
Fly
clear.
casual. Fly casual.
They're ready to walk away whenever we create a shitload of noise. Like they're not. Hey, I'm not with them. I don't know what's going on.
Ooh, those two guys, we don't know.
Fuck them.
All right.
Do we still have water breathing?
No.
No, it has been beyond the 8 hours that you would have it.
I thought water breathing was 24 hours.
24 hours.
Well, we'd still adapt.
And you cast it before you went on there. You are borderline, I would say, but yeah, you've got it. Considering spend the morning there. Yeah, you've got it for a few more hours.
All right. I was just curious. Not that we need to use it. I was just curious.
Could come in handy on a boat.
And Evan, did you take away that 9 points? Because I did cast Inspiring Leader this morning on everybody except for Amrook.
I
was just
didn't.
joking with you. No, I definitely would have. I think I said before I would do that every morning.
No, I didn't take it away from that. I'm glad you told me.
That's awesome.
It was 8. Was it? No, it was not. No, it was 8.
It was 8. It was 8. You're right.
Oh, okay. Okay. No, that's perfect.
Sorry, I saw your HP. Sorry. I stepped away and just got back and saw it. Go ahead.
Okay. And with that said, you guys give each other the nod and teleport Dimension Door into the room. Let me take Grizz with you. And
Hey, you do. It's cool.
where in the room do you want to go? North side, south side? If you recall, the aquarium was right in the middle. There was kind of a bunk to the south side. There was a desk to the west. The north had a like a little heater in there. Seemed to run from the pipes with a little bench up there.
Right in front of the door, so he can't escape.
Okay. All right. And so, as you prepare, the two of you are dimension doored into the room. You are immediately in front of the door, as you remember it. This ugly room with very poor taste, the purple velvet, and the conflicting decorations across the board, a hodgepodge of things that have collected. It's extremely tacky. And as you do, seeing the octopus once again floating through the shelf, you see Lord Dryland resting, seemed to be sleeping peacefully a moment ago on his cot down below. He is disturbed, and you see for only a moment his eyes shoot open as he hears you land in his room before Caldrum, whipping out command. And as he attempts to protest, and you see him prepare to speak and scream, he rolls an 8, thanks to Warwick, and is unable to do so. And he goes quiet, and you see the look of terror in his eyes as he lays frozen, afraid to move, unable to speak, and he kind of reaches towards his throat, and he is just staring as a man taken off guard.
Just for my general curiosity, can you roll for him? Because I'm just deathly curious what it would have been.
I get that. That's why I had the D100.
Right?
It's all over. That is a nat 1.
All right. You know what?
No.
That's fine. That's
It's
all
okay.
right. You know what?
It's
I'll be safe and
No,
sound.
I'm
better-
sorry.
There we go.
I 100% agree with you. That was a good call.
Yeah. Um,
Oh my gosh! I just rolled another nat 1 as I threw it into the bin. Good, get those out of the way. And so, as he looking at you in terror, what do you want to do?
so just confirm, we've actually never seen Lord Dryland, and he's never seen us before, right?
You, he
We've
has
seen
not.
pictures of-
You have just appeared in his room, and you recognize the man. There's a portrait that exists down on the primary floor, and you saw him down there before, and he looks like a little bit of a poor man's version of that portrait. It took some creative exaggeration points, but this is definitely the man from the photo. You do recognize that, and being in this room, there's enough of a connection that you recognize him. You cannot tell if he recognizes you or not. All he knows is there are two men in his room while he was sleeping that should not be here, and have suddenly silenced him with magic, and so has a terrified look on his face.
Nice.
Shh, let me do the work.
It'll all be over soon. I'm gonna walk up to him, make sure there's nothing, weapons are away and everything like that. I'm gonna walk up to him. I'm gonna sit down beside him and just say,
And he's gonna scramble kind of up and seated at this point and try to grab any weapon he can as he does. So he can't speak, but he can still. He's got some fight in him.
"Don't be afraid. We're not here to hurt you. We just need to have a conversation. The silence will subside here shortly. I'm asking you just
And
to
you still
calm
see his
down.
eyes glancing around. He's trying to kind of his hands dragging underneath, trying to find something to latch onto. You recognize he has a sword on the other side of the room, where you generally came in. It's inaccessible, but
Calm down. We don't want to hurt you. To be honest, if we wanted to hurt you, we would have done it already. Not here to hurt
give me a persuasion check with advantage, based on putting the weapons down and everything else.
you. Boo, 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 boo.
Do I have how much time did this take?
17.
This took all of say 10 seconds.
All right, so do I have time to give a little guidance to Warwick on that?
Oh, command only lasts one round.
So 6 seconds
Yeah.
later.
Yeah, I would say you can.
So
Add
17,
a D4 to that.
18. All right. Hey, it's an 18. That's fine. That's fine.
And he doesn't immediately think he can talk. He has no idea how long the scene can last. You see, he doesn't initially try after that initial panic. However, your persuasion to keep calm seems to somewhat abate him. He still has a look of terror, but he stops trying to reach for anything and fight. And he just stares.
I'll reach out my hand to shake his. My name's Warwick, and I'm with the Phandalin Phive. I just want to have a general conversation with you. Again, not looking to hurt you or anything like that. So once this wears off, please let's just have a conversation. That's all I'm asking.
And he is not going to shake your hand. He looks down. He looks up. He maintains firmly planted. He attempts to speak. You see him pause, like, I don't think I can. And then he tries anyways. Warwick. Phandalin Phive. My voice. What did you do to... Why are you in my room? What conversation do you wish to have?
As that happens, I'll show you what I want to talk about. I'm just gonna pull something out of my pocket here. Not gonna be anything crazy. So I'll slowly reach into my pocket. I'll pull out that wooden gold covered coin, whatever.
Damn it, it's a dick in a box. Fell for it again.
And I'll flick it over to him. I say, this is what I want to have a conversation about. This is yours, right? From this boat?
Are you robbing me? There's a whole container of them over there. Take them. You may have them.
I don't want any of your money. But this is from your boat, right?
It is. Do you want me to cash it? Have you won here before? I'm very confused.
Yeah.
Well,
So are we, to be honest with you. So
You
where
hear
I
you
found
hear in
that-
your head, "You okay?"
You were okay so far.
I'll let Caldrum do that because I don't want
Mhm.
I don't want him to know that I'm mentally talking to someone else. But as I'm having this conversation with Lord Dryland, similar to with Sarissa, I'm going to be trying to think about everything Lord Dryland's saying and relaying that back to everybody else. Um, yeah, no, we're pretty confused too because you'll never guess where that was found. I'd give you three hints, but you still wouldn't guess where it was found. So that was
Was it on
found.
one of my tables? I
You got two more guesses. If you really want to take them, you can. You're not going to figure it out. So I'm just going to tell you. This was found underneath the queen of a storm giant, of the storm giants. Any idea how your wooden coin may have landed up under the queen of the storm giants who was found dead?
You see a flash cross his face. You see his body stiffen, his posture go rigid, his eyes
Yeah.
somewhat open with a look of shock.
Before you answer, one second. Son of truth.
Thank you. Okay, that's awesome. Um, and as I see this on his face too, I'm just going to tell him again, being honest with you, not trying to bullshit. We're not here to hurt you. This makes us just as curious and as baffled as you look right now, and we're just trying to get to the bottom of it. Okay?
And baffled is probably not the right look. Shocking fear might be the better description.
Okay. Okay. That's some news. Okay. Okay.
There is certainly a high degree of recognition there.
Hey, G, as Warwick and Dryland are conversing after I cast Zone of Truth, gonna kind of listen a little bit. Do I hear any noise on the other side of the door? Like maybe is there a couple guards posted out there that maybe they're talking about last night's festivities that they may have had, or
Give me a perception
one,
check.
maybe one farted and the other one's blaming the other one.
I like it.
Yeah, so in the few moments that you've been here, you've actually heard two sets of guards go past. One from the north, one from the south. You've heard various chatting. One of them you hear talking about some of the hot women that were on the boat last night. Some of these rich women and how smoking hot. You hear the one in the red dress and the one that he was pretty sure they were flirting with him while he was on guard duty. Another one saying that. He looks forward to hitting the bars tonight, spending some of the money that he's earned up this week. So yeah, you hear them kind of doing patrols. They seem to be walking up and down.
Okay. I will think that to the rest of the group. There's some patrols outside the door.
As I hear that too, I'll lower my voice. Don't want to alert anybody.
Okay. And sorry, what was the question that you had asked? And I switched over to that.
I tossed him over the coin and asked him if he had any idea how that was found underneath the dead queen of the storm giants.
That's right. I logged back out. I gotta counter the zone of truth. My bad.
And as I see Caldrum cast that too, I'm just gonna explain what's going on to Lord Dryland. What he just did is he cast Zone of Truth. All that's gonna do is, and I by the way, I'll purposely fail. All that's gonna do is let us know if somebody in the room is lying or not. That's it.
All right. So sorry, I backed out of roll 20. Is that a Christmas save? Yeah, 1819.
Yes. Yeah.
Yeah, charisma.
Charisma.
Yep.
Dude, this is gonna be the one he fucking saves too. Just watch.
Rolls a 19, has a plus.
Swear.
Has,
17 plus 3 for an unnatural 20.
Okay, I knew it. I fucking knew it. All right.
No cheating there, nothing else. That was a pure roll.
Done.
Wow, what did you try to do to me?
I
It's sense your magic.
no, it was
We were
just
friends
a
here.
it was
We were
a
talking peacefully.
it was a zone of truth. That's all it was. We're trying to get to the bottom of this as quickly as humanly possible. I'm trying to be as honest with you. That way, hopefully, you're honest with me. That's all.
I have nothing to speak to both of you. For what reason are you inquiring about this coin?
Well, again, I told you I was going to be honest with you, so I will. We were just with the Storm Giants, and they gave us this coin because they're looking to wreak holy hell on this entire plane of existence because the little folk killed their mother. And this is the coin that was found. And I don't know if you've heard around, what's going on, maybe in Waterdeep or other places, but they're destroying town after town, and they're not going to stop. So unless I can tell them who caused this and what's going on and just get to the bottom of it, nobody's safe. So that's why we're here. That's why I'm trying to be friendly and honest with you. We're just trying to get to the bottom of it, and this is the lead that we have. We found we were given one of your coins. I just want to have a conversation.
I give out many of these coins on a daily basis to good patrons. Many patrons come through here and travel the world. I do not know where they all end up. I could not speak to the location of all of them. Many cash them in, others do not. That could have came from anywhere and anyone. I wish I could be of assistance to you. I believe in your cause, and I agree with you. Sorry, I could not help more.
how
I
about
really should be going now.
Oh no! Hold on. How about this? I'm going to minor illusion. The mark of the Kraken Society.
Actually, Keldrum, I'll do you one better. Lord Ryland, I'm just gonna retrieve something from my pack. Very slowly. I'm gonna pull out the parchment that has
Yes.
the Kraken Society symbols and his handwriting and his signature and his seal on it. And I'm gonna show it to him and say, again, we're just trying to have a general conversation with you. We know there's a little more involvement with this society and what's going on. Now,
Are we all getting pieces?
show me-
Are
Yeah.
You-
I'm
getting pieces of this?
Yeah, you're getting play-by-play.
yeah, for sure.
For forgery speculation, you're attempting to hinder my ability to become water bearer to this land. Perhaps political favor would go a long way to offsetting this quest that you may be on. Knowing a man of high power within the town could be quite useful, correct?
By chance, do you know someone named Usith?
I was gonna say, Warwick. I bet he was really pissed the last time we were in town, huh?
Yeah.
I bet he was really pissed.
I imagine positions of high favor within the city would be something that would interest the two of you as well. You seem like powerful people.
Throw an insight on that.
Insight 27.
What are you checking the insight on here exactly?
Is he pissing his pants?
He's pissing his pants.
Okay.
Terror, pure terror behind the eyes. He is like a trapped mouse trying to find any nook and cranny to weave his way out of. Is best of what you can discover. He is terrified at the moment, and the looks of recognition you see with everything you speak tells a great tale.
So, listen. Um, we know you're freaking out. And again, I'm going to share a little bit more truth with you. We know your guards. We know your armament has increased for quite some time now. Uh, if you haven't heard of the Phandalin Five, or maybe you have, I don't know. It's not just the two of us, you and I. Um, there's more of us outside waiting. And the reason we're waiting is because, like I told you before, we're looking to have a general conversation and just be truthful. You're not being very truthful right now. So, can you give us a little bit of information on what's going on here? Because right now, you're making it seem like this is a you thing. So, let's
What will it
talk.
take to get me out of here with my life?
You just spill the beans. What do you know about the coin? What do you know about the death of a storm giant? What do you know about the Kraken Society? I don't know, maybe if it's driven by somebody or somebody named Usith, or maybe you've heard of a name called Nisana? I don't know. I'm trying to save your life as well as mine,
With
as well as everyone else's.
carrying over your insight check, you see recognition as you mention the name Nisana, but far less than the other questions that you've been asking.
Okay.
It seems to flicker as knowledge, but not incite any emotion, as the others have. The terror, the fear, the shock, and the awe. Perhaps some a little disgust you register with that level of insight, annoyance even.
Hmm. Interesting. I'll tell you what. You know what? I understand. You're in a pickle, right? Um, I know your bosses probably won't do well if you give up too much information, right? How about we go back to Silvery Moon? It's Silvery Moon. I know you can be protected there. I have connections there. You can lay low there until this all blows over. But you got to be forthright with us. Tell us everything you know, and be truthful.
I do have one question before you go balls to the wall and all this, though. Is there anything special about that octopus? I'm just curious.
Good
Trying
question.
to lighten the mood a little bit here. Is there anything special? Like, it's just super cool.
He's completely thrown off as he was about to speak up. He's a fucking octopus. He's special to me. He's a dear pet of mine. And has nothing to do with the coin. Yes, your protection would be good if you're willing to offer it.
Oh, we can offer it.
I will tell you
We can offer it.
what you need to know. Do you have any idea how much money it takes to run for water baron in this town? And do you have any idea the political favor that is required across all of the north? Do you have any idea how deep the connections of the Kraken Society go? The extent to which their network reaches?
We don't, and that's part of our
Our
problem.
network reaches. The hands are in every political assignment across this land. Their influence extends below every political family, across every guild. If you know them outside the coast, they exist in the shadows. They have grown mightily over the years, far beyond my ability to control them. It was previously just a small guild to help control the waters. A small pittance here, a good cargo there. The money was good. It's gone far beyond my ability. And the waters have gotten far more concerning than I ever believed. There are threats within these waters that I thought I could control and I can't. You've seen with
Tell him
this.
to give us a name.
You know.
Tell him to give us a name.
You
We're getting there.
know.
We're getting there.
You know what lies beneath, and Usith is just at the beginning. That is that is mere child's play to what you could possibly imagine. I was forced into it. I had to fund this campaign. I had to maintain the organization. Yes, we killed them. We killed the woman. We were we were blindsided into it. We were forced into it. We were paid handsomely. It was the death of a giant. From the stories I hear, you've killed many giants yourself, and for the sum that we were paid and to take out royalty, of course, it was it was being more than I could have ever imagined. It was more than one would ever dream. It was enough to buy most of this city. And so, yeah, we took the king hostage. It was only a matter of time before we knew he would come for the body of the woman. He would come investigating. The trap was set. The bait was there. It was easy. He fought great, but he cannot fight 100 men. We were able to take him down. Enough ships to hold him. I don't know why they wanted him alive. I don't know why they wanted him. I can tell you everything you need to know, but you must protect me. I cannot be protected here. We should need to get off this water now. We need to get away from this as soon as possible. We need to get.
Who is they?
Yeah.
They, he, it, him. It's
Osmaroth?
I know. I don't know this name. There is a Sith who said, I answer to one and only one that has paid us, one that has communicated through others, one that has coordinated this whole thing, has been overseeing it. Of my men are currently overseeing the body of Hecaton right now, all ordered by him and him only. He
Where?
insisted he ordered he delivered the boat. He created the scry proofing of the boat and the magic resistance. He has ordered that it continue to be sailed around the whale bones on a continuous circle in this scry proof boat. We must keep it going at all times. We must keep it guarded at all times, or else he will come, and there is no stopping him.
Who is he?
He scares even the mightiest of creatures. He scares all. I had to do it, and the money was good, and so I wanted to do it. But we need to get inland as far as possible. I don't want to see a source of water. Him. You know who I speak of. And he's gonna kind of turn to you with these mad, raving eyes as he continues to launch into this tirade.
Keep
Him.
your voice down. Keep your voice down. Let's just again stay calm. If your guys come in here, it's going to be a big fucking problem.
It is him.
Talk.
Slogrithal. The Kraken of legend and lore.
The fucking crap. Oh,
Older
shit.
than any being.
Is his insight?
And the insight is in, and you see a man that is spilling the truth, the whole truth, and nothing but the truth. He is telling it with all the terror in the world. And as he says this, as he whispers the name, you see the eyes go from that of a raging lunatic, a man fearful for his life, a man in terror for the situation between a rock and a hard place, between the two of you inside his room in this position, that has caught on to what he's done, and a man that seems to have been pressured from another side or has gotten himself in too deep, and knowing that one way or the other he appears to be in peril. And that shift, that momentary, instantaneous flicker of the face, goes to sheer and utter terror like you have never seen on a human face before. The eyes are as wide as discs. The mouth suddenly goes tight. The skin by his eyes pulls back. And he seems to be staring out in the distance, and yet is also presence. You see, it's almost like he is listening to something that is not there, that hears or sees something that is not there. And for a few moments, the eyes, as you did not think they could get any bigger, somehow do, as the saucers expand and the slight red throughout his eyes of a man that has not gotten a lot of sleep seems to get slightly worse. And as he does so, his face momentarily shifts back to each of you, a look of recognition back in the room, staring at you. It's too late. And as it does so, you see blood begin dripping out the center of his eye, out the side of his ear, and down his nose. His eyes begin to get bloodshot, the red forming behind it. And unlike Amrook's red eyes that almost seem tinted or glowing, these seem a deep, deep red that exist. And as he opens his mouth, Art, whalebones. And he's just going to kind of reach out and grab onto you and just say, the Morkoth. And at that point, you see his eyes begin to, and you hear a little pop behind his mind as his body drops limp.
Out of character, real quick. So the what was the last thing he mentioned? Was that the name of the boat?
The Morkoth. Yeah.
The Morkoth?
Morkoth.
Here.
And
Whalebone Islands.
and what was the name of the Kraken?
Slarkwithal.
Slarkwithal.
Holy shit. Slarkwithal.
Start with E-L, not A-L. My bad.
Yeah, so if was that really loud? What just happened?
The thud was loud.
I will immediately grab Caldrum and Dimension Door us out of there.
I'm grabbing
as your
his
Dimension
body.
Dooring.
I'm grabbing his body.
Yeah, if we can do that and take his body. Oh, if we're gonna Dimension Door out of there, and as I see Caldrum grab the body, I will. It's gonna be in an alley. It's not gonna be in the water.
Yeah.
It's gonna be in an alley.
Well, you can technically pull something with you. It's now a thing.
It's not a thing.
What the fuck? Are you
And
gonna do?
You can
are
carry
gonna
the
do
weight.
Oh, you dirty, dirty man! You.
Yep.
I
Yep.
love
You can carry the body with you.
And as we immediately get to shit, I didn't mean to cast greater invisibility. As
You guys are dimension dooring out, you see the door rip open as two guards peer in as you flicker out of existence.
as soon as we land on the street, my Saturn's out, and I immediately cast invisibility on his body.
We're going back to Silvery Moon.
Okay.
I'll relay the message to everybody where we're at. Tell everybody we need to go back to Silver Moon to talk about all this. But in my mind, we need to get back to the Storm Giants ASAP. Whatever did that to him could likely do that to us. Or something. I don't know what's going on, but that's a lot of shit.
I'm guessing he probably had some kind of connection.
Dude, if we had more time, I wanted to take the octopus so fucking bad.
I know.
G, can you tell us now that Lord Dryland's dead, like, did the octopus have a significance? Or if you can't, cool, I'm just curious.
The octopus did not have a significance. It was just a dear pet.
Dude, I was gonna
Red herring.
have a pet octopus. That's serious.
You know what? I even thought about it a couple times. You guys were getting so fascinated with it. I wanted to create a good significance, and I was like, you know what? No, it's even better just being this pet that he takes back and forth. There is nothing. Except the fact that he did. You guys missed this early on. So go ahead, Amrook, before I say.
No, you're good.
I was going to say, the only significance that he did have to play, and it's not a big deal now, a couple of sessions, the last time you were here would have made a much more of a difference. Now it does not, and I won't get too much into the details, but I did mention the great, in the tank, I was describing he's got a little pirate in there, and a little diver or whatnot, and there's a little scuba tank, or a little treasure chest in there. There is actually something in the treasure chest that you would have found previously, no longer, since the theft was there. But I was surprised you weren't like, mini treasure chest? Absolutely. And would have led to mini treasure. but we'll cover that someday.
You
Because I won't give that one up now.
That's where the spoons were.
Mini mimic.
Yeah.
That's
That
where the
was
spoons were.
Fuck,
Little kazoo, magic kazoo.
dude, I would have taken it.
As they're
Yeah, so-
describing what happened in there, does anyone, magic or whatever, know of a spell or anything that could have caused that?
I would.
My
I
magic
would.
users, go ahead and give me an Arcana check.
Yeah.
I'm a divine guy.
And I would say that as we come up to in the alley, what the fuck was that? Somebody tell me what the fuck's going on.
24.
21.
Oh shit!
And you have
nice,
a-
Rusty.
I don't know how high that DC is, but you do have a D8. Saying.
Mm.
I don't know shit.
Yeah,
But that's not like power word kill or something. Come on now. Something.
So it was
28.
not
Nice,
specific.
28.
So it is a power word kill. However, while typically a power word kill would allow would be required in person, a connection of some type, in which perhaps there is a connection of people, would allow it to be cast remotely, and you do recognize the death-like symptoms in the moments before he went invisible as that type of spell. You've read about it and heard about it before. And you have not necessarily heard about it through a connection like this before, but you theorize that some type of what's the word I'm looking for here? Like a telekinetic or psychological connection between a couple beings could certainly allow something like this to be transferred.
As Siddle or Caldrum, whichever one understands that, is telling me, could I make an assumption that by taking a vial of blood, that blood magic could have been used to make that connection?
You think it could be possible? Yeah, I would say it is an option.
Oh fuck me.
Remember, I said in Asana like 2 years ago, we got some problems, folks. She got our blood. Could be a problem. Anyways, if we could, do we have to be in a teleportation circle, or can we just teleport to your teleport?
We can. As we get in the alleyway, I'm already drawing a circle out and everything else, waiting for everybody to show up, do like the last part.
Hey,
Thanks
nice
for
job,
the.
guys.
There's a little
the
food
data
cart
dump,
that's getting
Garrett.
pushed by the way. It's around lunchtime. Bread, fish, food, anyone? As you're just drawing us around, holding an invisible weight. They just gotta
It's a new
keep
game,
pushing the
don't worry
cart.
about
The little wheels squeaking.
New game we're playing.
I'll start to pretend like I'm pulling an invisible rope as well.
I'm gonna
There you
take
go.
off my hat, put it on the ground like we're busking, a little line act or something.
Reed gets in the box.
Nice. Fucking right. Dude, hey, well, 10 days.
We got it done in a day.
Fuck yeah, man.
We got
should do like an
location.
expedite fee or something,
We
right?
got who.
I
We
wanted
got
you guys to go
where.
to the island, loop around, go to Silvery Moon, hit the library, figure shit out.
As we're moving up, I'm gonna look at the group and just say, we have to get back to them quickly. They may move that ship.
Well, it
Oh,
sounds
yeah.
like it's circles.
Should,
Yeah, it's
should, should we
They
should we bring the body to Sarissa and then do the asking of the questions?
yeah, that's a great idea.
That is our proof. If
Yeah.
Do we instead of going to Silver Moon, do we want to just go straight there?
I think
Well-
I think we should call them first.
Yeah, I do
like-
too.
Hey girl, what's up?
So as
Miss you. It's been a day, but you didn't text me back.
you got Vosa's number, right?
hey, how's Vosa doing, by the way? Does she like me? No? She likes Brit? Fuck yeah.
Just
Like
just
Sophia.
give me
Like
a full
like me,
month.
like
She
me,
likes
or
Althea.
If I wrote her a note that says check the box, like, will you think she said yes, no, or like get the fuck out of here? Like, what do you think? You know?
So as we get back to Silver Moon, I'm gonna hey, great, you mind carrying this guy? He's heavier than he looks, and I'll just have this imaginary like this invisible body like in my hands. I'm like, I mean, I could do it, but this guy's heavy.
Yeah, and I'll also say we may want to go back to that artificer guy. He's gonna have our shit transported to Yartar, so just we may want to do that.
I thought
Um, oh yeah, no, I didn't. Those beads of force are gonna come in handy. I'm gonna forget about that shit.
How many did you get? Did you roll it yet?
Yeah,
Yeah.
he did.
Yeah, so,
Oh, I
You
didn't
got
see it.
3
I
plus
got-
1,
I
and
got
then
four.
so you got 4.
Nice.
Yeah, so
I'll,
I'll have 5 now, which was clutch.
Hey, I'll send a message. I'll first send a message to that artificer guy and say, hey, Warwick, beat of force arrows guy, don't ship our shit to Yartar. We're here coming for it. And then as we start trudging along back into Silvery Moon, like, all right, guys, I'm just gonna reach out to Sarissa now and tell her,
Yeah.
we got the proof. We're bringing her a dead body. Where can we meet just with her?
And
Or
Vosa.
her,
And
her, Vosa, and the uncle, I would say.
only them, no
Yeah.
one else.
So just to be clear, you guys are hauling this dead body through Silvery Moon, right?
Yeah, we
It's
put it.
Invisible.
We put
it's
it in the bag of holding.
Yes,
I thought
that
it was
too,
invisible
actually.
for just a minute. How long did the invisible?
I
Blast.
accidentally clicked greater invisibility. I meant to cast invisibility, which lasts for an hour.
Okay, got it.
But yeah, we'll,
That was
we'll
my
put him in.
And you're
When-
stuffing it into the bag of holding.
Yeah.
Do you have gentle
Yeah.
repose? Do you have gentle repose or something that can keep it from decaying?
You know what? I normally do, but I think I took it off because I was preparing. Yeah. Did I?
Don't.
Yeah, I did. I did not take it.
So we need to get there ASAP then. Okay, so
And
then-
just to note that everything you pull out of the bag of holding moving forward will have some dryland blood on it.
fucking A, that's awesome.
We'll clean that up.
The first
Prestidigitation.
sending is to the artificer guy, just letting him know that hey, don't ship
Okay.
our shit to Yartar. We're coming for it now. The second one's going to be to Sarissa. It's Dubs. We have the proof.
It's dumb.
We have your proof. When and where can we meet you, your uncle, and Vosa only? We can meet now, if you can.
And you get a response. Should you have the proof that you speak of, we can arrange a private meeting back at the Maelstrom. Join us, and we shall ensure that it is only us.
Okay, I will. I'll use my last third level spell slot for sending.
Are we gonna start and end a session straight at the Maelstrom?
You're fucking
Yes.
right, we are. I will respond
So-
back to her.
Maelstrom, Silvery Moon, Yartar, Silvery Moon, Maelstrom. Nice symmetry to this one.
I will send her a message back and say, we have the proof now. You tell me when, and we'll be there. But it
We
needs to
shall
be
await your
sooner.
arrival.
Head there now.
I'll relay that back to the group. We should head out now. And I do recognize that this is Sarissa's voice, not somebody else's like she
You do.
did at the time.
Nope, you recognize it as Sarissa's.
Okay.
Was sending you know who it is.
Well, so I'm not sure how long it's been since we actually. Would we have time to run into town, grab the shit that we had made, and then go, or I don't know if it's been enough time. It's not fine.
I mean, you guys basically beelined it. You went straight to the ship, straight on it. It's been like an hour.
Yeah.
I take that back, actually. Between walking outside the city to get to the teleportation, walking across a mile,
Just-
15, and then walking back. So it's probably been about four or 5 hours. It's about midday right now. So nothing's certainly ready, but it's about midday.
Can we
Okay.
just run over there real quick and just say, hold on to it. We'll be back within
We'll be back.
48 hours and we'll grab it.
Yeah.
Sorry
Scratch that,
for-
not Yartar. Send it to the Maelstrom.
Yeah.
What?
The what?
Hey, you know the
I
storm
want you guys
giants?
you guys just pop in every 3 hours.
Here.
Scratch that.
Yeah.
We're going here now.
Here, borrow this conch. Bring it here.
One more thing.
Yeah, so if we have time to do that real quick, just run in, pop in, hold on to it. We'll be back in a little bit, like 2 days, 48 hours, something like that, and then we'll head back to the maelstrom.
As you pop your head in, you see that he's wrestling with this arrow that's in midair, like trying to yank it back down. It'll be good.
If it's only me in there, I'm just gonna be like, so how much would you really give us for that hand axe? And then I'll turn
4,000.
around. 4,000.
I'll make it 5.
I'll turn around and walk out, just chuckling. Yeah, and then we can head off to the maelstrom.
All right.
Holy shit, guys and gals, Jesus!
Anything else you want to do before you hit the teleportation into the maelstrom?
No,
You guys know I paid extra to get those errors quicker, right?
oh, we'll get that. We'll get that back. Don't you worry. I'll
So-
get that back from him.
So just to be clear, you guys went to Silvery Moon, hauled the body into the city invisible, so just carry this invisible body,
No, we're
popped
gonna
your
back
head
up.
in, popped your head in, told him to hold your gear, grabbed a few supplies, and just hauled the dead body back out. Is there anything else that I'm missing here?
No. He's invisible in the bag of holding. He's fine. It's
Bag
like
of holding,
a sack on somebody's shoulder. We're
Yeah.
fine.
Yeah, we're fine.
No, you were so right.
You're absolutely right. We just hold a dead body around.
I just want to make sure I understood that one correctly.
I think we actually put some sunglasses on him, took the invisibility off, and Weekend at Bernie's just carried him around between Reed and Amrook. We just like put him over our shoulders like he was drunk.
And you guys are
And
just
I like
giving
to
him
think.
hell?
Animate that.
Yes.
I'm gonna.
Yes.
No, I
I'm
don't
going-
have
No, I cast Bigsby's hand, and I just
Yeah,
have Bigsby's hand carrying around, all thumbs, just carrying around, walking with him. It's fucked up.
it.
I'm,
I hate you guys. Anyways, yeah, so we're back at the maelstrom.
I want to look at Keldrum and Siddle, whichever one of you magic peoples figured this shit out with the power word thingy. You said it could be a connection thing. Keldrum, you could revive people after a certain amount of time.
Mhm.
Do you think if we actually revived him, the connection would be lost, and he could then speak truthful again, or is your plan to talk to him talk to his dead body?
You can talk to his dead body.
Okay.
Yeah, this motherfucker doesn't need to come back. I'm gonna be honest with you. First thing that ran through my mind when he dropped all his shit, well, I was immediately be like, instead of us TPing to Silvery Moon, we're going right to the maelstrom and we're giving this motherfucker up and letting them do whatever they wanted with him. That's the first thing that ran through my mind. But then he died, so.
Did he shit himself?
Oh, he definitely did. He 100%.
So
Oh, yeah,
we're
that's in your
carrying
bag of
around a
holding
dead
now, too.
body. Shit itself. I like it.
Yep. Oh yeah.
Please tell me someone prestidigitation the shit. Please.
Oh,
please
yeah,
Tell me.
oh,
You got a little
it's-
bit running down your shoulder right now, Chris, from carrying.
That's my hand to you. That's awesome. That's okay.
Warwick, you better clean this shit. You better clean this shit up, man.
I think Bosa's gonna like it. Don't worry about it. She seemed to like that kind of stuff.
All right. So as you guys once again arrive in the Maelstrom, in this teleportation circle that you started the session at,
I can't.
you see Volsa, Sarissa, and Uthor waiting for you by the steps, all standing, prepared. They seem serene. They seem interested, maybe a little impatient. Volsa almost semi-welcoming.
I'll clean the shit off of Griswold before we actually get there. I want it to look real nice.
But their presence stands within an intimidation, awaiting your arrival. And I say we just stop there for the session and pick up next week
Yeah, so tomorrow, right?
with the
Are we
shit
playing
stain,
tomorrow?
stained shirt. Honestly,
playing
I'm actually good. I know you guys can't, but I'm in.
I mean, they can. It's just going to be a little bit later of a night. So I mean, I wish.
I was-
We'll have to wait until next week. I mean,
For next week it is.
I got a question once we're off stream.
All right.
That's everything I got. Look forward to seeing everyone next week. Well done, team.
I like it.
All